documentary.
Oh yeah, how was that?
Pretty good.
Yeah, is it like a series or whatever?
Yeah, it's 10-part series. The first one's out on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, I ain't getting that. I'll wait till they come on video on demand. Then I'll watch it. I'm not paying for no more apps. I refuse.
What is it on?
ESPN Plus.
Good, I'll be able to watch that after this.
I refuse to pay for another app. What's that?
Ace, there you go.
What's up? Yeah. Make sure you bring it next week too. Bring it next week. Everybody should wear a jersey or some type of, fan clothing.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah, that's a throwback right there. I don't even be wearing that. I put that in one of them poster joints and hanging on the wall.
Well, it's the new style with the old players. See, it's one of the new style ones.
I thought that was a new style.
Yeah, it's Tyler.
I like Tyrod. He's right.
Was he the best defensive player they ever had?
No.
Who's that?
Andre Tippett.
Who?
Andre Tippett.
Andre Tippett, the old linebacker. Huh?
The linebacker. Okay.
I would have said the guy we was talking on the thing there, Willie McGinnis, was pretty damn good.
Eddie Bruce.
I don't think he's better than
Tippett was
Tyler.
better than McGinnis.
Tyler got 3
And
rings
then,
as well.
and then arguably Mike Haynes might have been better than Tyler.
I don't know. I think you're reaching.
Rodney Harrison.
I think they're neck and neck.
Rodney Harrison wasn't there long enough.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's the blame for the helmet catch. So
True.
any other time, Rodney
Was
Harrison.
supposed to be covering Tyree was, because there's no way in
Only
hell
thing
Rodney
I'm saying
Harrison
is,
covering
any other
Tyree.
time, Rodney Harrison would have killed him. But this time, he decides to go up there and contest with the ball. Any other time, he'd have killed him for going over the middle and trying to catch that. Tyree Hill should have fell on his helmet. That's what
Yeah, because they were starting to crack down even more on the type of hits that Harrison already liked to deliver. He was already getting killed with penalties left and right prior to that. What do you think they're going to do to him on that?
Yeah.
He would have been out for the season if he had done a hit like that on Tyree.
There's only 1 game left. That was it. That was the last
No, but
game.
I'm saying the all of next year. Like, if he had killed Tyree like that, they would have canned him all of next year.
Mm-hmm.
They would have won the Super Bowl. They'd have been the perfect team.
We ever going to see that again?
Sacrifice.
You think we'll ever see that again?
No,
I don't know.
Not in our lifetime.
Oh,
I don't think so.
I think somebody get close though.
maybe, and you guys are a little younger than us. You might see it. You're a little younger. Us older boys, yeah.
Oh, well. And I thought he wasn't gonna show up, huh? Well.
Oh boy.
Holy crap!
Wow.
Well, look who's here.
He showed up.
Hendy, what's up, Hendy?
Andy.
I thought Hendy was gonna be on the show. What's up, man?
Get there, Henry. What you doing? Let's talk about your Jets, baby. Come on. Number one draft pick. He said he should have been a first rounder.
Oh, he said he under the weather a little bit.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Now you got Joey Flacco. You got Joey Flacco starting this week. They just quarterback carousel over there.
Joe Flacco.
I think they started every quarterback they had, didn't they?
Josh Johnson hasn't started yet.
Yeah, no, he hasn't started, but he played.
Hey, BJ, man, ain't nobody tell you to come in here talking about this goddamn Flacco shit. Tired of you with this Joe Flacco shit.
Next gonna be the
And
coach.
Joe we trust.
Who
Hey,
said
BJ,
that?
tell you
Who
right
said
now,
that?
fuck you and Joe
Who said that?
Flacco.
That must have been BJ Samuel said that, didn't it?
Exactly, that's who it is.
The Jets
There's
better
only
call-
one Sam Smith.
Better call up your boy over there. What was that dude? He was a receiver and a quarterback. What was his name? I think that a couple years back.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Buck Flair Show as usual. I'm here, Dennis Holmes, Ignorant Thinker Podcast. We got some special guests in the building. Ace, the MVP, is here.
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
All right. We also got the real Slim Brady in the building. D-Man's in the house. Happy birthday to D-Man.
Thanks, Dennis.
Happy
What's up,
birthday,
guys?
big guy.
Thanks, my
We got Bill's Mafia, Ethan Tweedy in the house.
What's going on, y'all?
All right, and we also have Deadeye, the statistician, in the building.
Who's on mute? There you go.
Hello.
He don't sound too good though. I'm gonna say that. Hey, Hendy, that means that we're going to the game on December 5th.
I see the comment.
Yeah, that means we're going to the game. And ladies and gentlemen, as y'all know, the guy that gets the party started, and for entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only. The Buck
The
Flair
legend,
Show.
the legend, Buck Flair.
Woo! What's going on, everybody? Oh man, like Dennis says, shout out to Kellen Lane, birthday also as well. Please like and share this show.
Yes, happy birthday, Kellen Lane.
Happy birthday, D-Man. Also, congratulations to the Eagles last week. Dennis got his hat on.
Yeah.
Big win.
Whoa! What the fuck? Eric, mute yourself, Eric.
Yeah.
There we go.
And shout out to the Rams for losing last week. And shout out to the Bucks for playing like they did last week. So Dennis wanted I think he wanted to get to the nuts of the week right off the bat, didn't you? Because that's just the way it is.
Well, you know what? Since you said that, hold on. Let me get the nuts of the week going. Nuts of the week. We got to get it going. Hold on. They trying to get me to buy stuff. Hold on.
Nuts of the week. Of the week. I didn't think about it.
What you gonna do?
Want to get down?
Standing on the wall, get your back up. I heard all the people saying, get down on it, come on and get down on it. If you really want it, get down on it. You gotta feel it,
Get down on it.
come on and get down on it, baby, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Get on it, get down on it. I say people.
Well. Buck Flair, we want to know who is your nuts of the
Well,
week.
obviously, a lot of folks want me to say it, but in reality, a man over there has a shirt on. I fought the law, and the law won. And for all them Cleveland Brown fans, some people even on this show picked the Browns to win too as well. In New England, put the smackdown on the Cleveland Browns, and it was. I think the score was like what, 45-7.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
45-7, and I picked New England. I will say I picked New England, but I did not think New England would beat the shit out of them like they did. And this is like the second or third time that the Browns defense has allowed 40-something points. So I know this is a lot of teams pick the Browns to be in the Super Bowl. It's not late, but the clock is churning on this team right here. I do not know exactly. One thing I will say that I've learned about this season is that if Baker did not have Chubb and did not have Hunt in the backfield, he would probably be already out of the NFL. I know Dennis hates to hear that. That's his Oklahoma. Baker, touchdown maker. And from what I'm seeing, if he doesn't have a running game, he does not make the right throws, the right reads, and just he just says, okay, fuck it. Let's go to the next game. So that's my nuts of the week. Mr. Bill's Mafia, I know you're just dying over there.
Yeah, I got. Well, as the number of nuts indicates, I have two for you.
Two nuts, huh?
One,
As you
the
should.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How you gonna lose to a team with no name?
Nuts. Anybody need some nuts?
The second one I got for you is gonna be Mike White.
Mike
You
White.
the one who thought he should have been the number 1 overall pick.
Wow.
The man had 4 interceptions against the number 1 defense. Yeah, you forgot to show up that day. If you were the number 1 overall pick, you didn't look so good. Now you're getting benched for Joe Flacco.
Honey Nut. Oh, I like that, Dennis. Honey Nut Cheerios.
Wait, is it Joe Flacco or is it Birds from Sesame Street?
The Flackinator.
May I go next?
Go ahead, Mr. Golf.
What was the score prediction again? 38-17?
Was it 38-17?
How'd that work out?
He's got a lot of explaining to do for that stuff.
Matthew Stafford these past 2 weeks made Jared Goff look like a fucking saint with the Rams. I don't know what the fuck this Rams team is doing, but this shit better stop. These last 2 weeks have been utterly a fucking disaster for the Rams on offense. Literally, Stafford last week and this past, the previous 2 weeks, Stafford has just been doing stupid mistake after stupid mistake, throwing interceptions he shouldn't be throwing. And then on top of that, you brought Von Miller in. Now you had Odell Beckham Jr. And we just lost Robert Woods with the ACL. That's going to hurt a lot. Cooper Kupp is now always, he's been the primary target this whole year. Now they're really going to have to rely on him. Tyler Higbee really hasn't done much all year. And with Woods out, Beckham is going to have to step up. Van Jefferson's going to have to step up. Henderson on the run is going to have to step up. This whole team has to step up. And I hope this bye week helps them, because if they come out of the bye week and play like they have been these last 2 games, they are in serious shit. I will not label them a contender if they keep playing this way.
Wow. Well, at least one thing we noticed about Eric is that your background says a lot about the Rams, because nobody's talking about them. So you are the lone wolf tonight. So you might as well just...
No. I got some things to say about the Rams, because he didn't mention the defense that couldn't stop the run. They let a wide receiver get in the backfield and run for a touchdown.
Wasn't that something? Those plays were kind of messing up the Rams. They couldn't stop old Deebo Samuel back here in the backfield.
Hey, weren't y'all 7-3 last year with Goff at the helm?
Yeah.
7-3 this year with Stafford at the helm?
We should be 9-1 right now, to be honest. We really should be.
Maybe it isn't the quarterback. Maybe he's not the issue.
Coaching.
I've seen too many drop passes this year, and it's just, you're not going to get anywhere. Dropping passes you should not be dropping. Literally, it's just been it's this whole consistent thing with teams this year. You see way too many quarterbacks throwing really decent passes, and the receivers or tight ends or running backs are not catching it. It's literally killing offenses this year, and it's forcing 3-and-outs. And if the Rams continue to do that with dropping easy passes, they're gonna fucking lose. And on top of that, the defense needs to also step up. I'm getting tired of seeing teams, on 3rd and long get a large gain of yardage because the Rams couldn't stop the run, or they're leaving a receiver wide open downfield. It's got to stop.
And you guys, if they're dropping these easy passes, you guys are going to struggle, because Matthew Stafford is not talented enough to do to take the team over and go the long balls and stuff.
True.
I think the Rams need to hear your speech.
And on top of that, I have one other nut of the week. Desean Jackson had to make one of the biggest mistakes I've ever seen a receiver make. Like, are you kidding me? How do you lose track of where you are on the field after the catch? And then you fumble the ball? I mean, come on. You go from LA to the Raiders, and then you did that on your first catch as a Raider? Come on.
You've been on 3 teams in 12 months.
And Dennis, since you said that, there you go. Eric's fair number 3.
Breaking news: by week 3, Rams 0.
You fucked it up.
By week 3, Rams 0.
Oh.
You guys just must spend so much time thinking of these little 3-point jokes, don't you?
No, I got a better
I'm
one.
sorry.
Bye
I
week
just can't get over
33,
it.
Rams 3.
No,
Speaking
you know what?
Speaking of Thursday night football, Dallas is going to lead us off this week because.
Hold on, let me get my nuts.
Whoa.
Yeah, did you want my nuts of the week?
Hey, you want my nuts of the week too?
I didn't want y'all's nuts of the week. I got too many nuts already. So go ahead.
Hey, Buck, is there something you're not telling us?
Go ahead. Go ahead, Will. What's your nuts of the week?
Nuts of the week? Well, he said one of them was Desean Jackson. I agree with that. I was aggravated by that. Couldn't believe you got one job: catch the ball and run to the end zone. Don't tangle up in your feet. Don't get a ball to the Chiefs. You catch the ball and you continue running. That's what you're supposed to do. My second nuts of the week, and I'm surprised no one's talking about it: Pittsburgh versus Detroit.
I was just about to say that.
Does anybody want to win the game?
I was going to say that too.
Who wants to win the game?
It's because we knew you were going to say it.
Yeah, nobody wants to win the game over there. I mean, what's going on around here?
That overtime was probably the worst football in overtime, and they brought that guy out to kick that field goal. He looked like he just got off the damn produce truck. Looked like he came out there off the produce truck. I can't even pronounce his name, Santi Ho or something like that.
And then Fear
Set him down. I could swore he had like a cigarette hanging out the bottom of his chin.
You're right, Fryermuth at the end of the
Fryermuth, yeah.
Where was he kicking that field goal from?
54, I think. About 54 yards.
Yeah, 53 or 54.
Yeah. But then the fumble there at the end with
Justin
Pittsburgh.
Tucker can make a 66-yarder.
Here's the kicker. Najee Harris didn't realize it could end in a tie. He was getting ready to he grabbed his helmet, was getting ready to go out for second overtime.
Yeah. Najee Harris definitely was
like, what are you doing?
One of those guys.
Yeah, and that's pretty surprising to me because I mean, if you're around the NFL, or even though he just came to the NFL, you still know that there's ties to the NFL. We've had this, it's been going on for a couple of years now. It's not nothing new.
All right, Mr. Brady. What's your nuts, Mr. Brady?
Well, just like Bill's Mafia, I also have 2 nuts this week.
Why do you sound so proud saying that with a smile on your face? I'm
because
really curious.
I can't not tell a dirty joke and not laugh. Okay, I'm not that mature.
We already knew that.
Shut up, Mr. 3 Points. My first one is not the Rams. I'll just single out Odell Beckham Jr. We already know his dad is getting the low lights tape with the sad music ready for the first game. He's like, fuck this, we're out. He realized instantly with that game that he fucked up when he said, oh shit, I could have had I have Matt Stafford, but was he an upgrade over Mac Jones? Not so much. So congratulations, Odell, from playing yourself out of the Giants with that stupid boat picture and fucking everything up in the playoffs and your little beef with Josh Norman. You've now become completely irrelevant to the point where you are no longer a factor on a team that could have contended for the Super Bowl. You've changed their offense and demolished it in just 1 week. You've cursed them, and now nobody else wants you. And you could have gone to the New England with a real quarterback that could have helped shape you and vice versa, but you fucked it up again.
Here comes that bullshit.
Yeah, because he was talking about Green Bay. I never heard New England.
Exactly.
No, New England was making a late push. If you look at Adam Schefter's tweets, that's what they said.
They said Pittsburgh was making.
They said there was 3 serious contenders, but New England made a late push. He actually
when you
went
said real quarterback, I didn't realize Matt Jones was a real quarterback.
Yeah, that's the.
Well, out of the available options, there was Trevor Siemian, and he's in one of the places with a target share. Green Bay has a number 1 receiver. New Orleans doesn't have a viable quarterback. So out of those options, New England would have been the best option.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm no Patriots fan, but have you not watched the Patriots this year? Mac Jones is insane right now.
We'll get to that in the next part though. And in my other nut of the week, you guys threw me off my train of thought. I can't think of the other.
28-3. Say 28-3 because we see.
Oh no, Denver. Yeah, it was Denver. I mean, seriously, you guys are so fucking inconsistent. This team is so uninspiring. The shit that they lay out on the field week after week, you don't know what Denver team is going to show up. Are they mile high or mile below? Nobody fucking knows. One week
they're
they're
the
on top of
Rockies.
the field, the other week. One week they're world beaters. The next week they're getting beat down to the pits of hell. They put up 13 points against the Eagles. No offense, Dennis, but I mean, like how the fuck you only gonna put up 13 against Denver or against Philly and call yourselves a playoff contender or even a legitimate to average team?
And then when they put the week after they put up 30 or something.
Yeah.
Over.
Either the Cowboys played like shit or Denver just like did a fucking sacrifice to the gods for that one game, and that was their Super Bowl for the year.
You know Broncos can't keep up when they got a busted leg.
Oh.
Those are my nuts.
Anyway, go ahead, Dennis or Dalton.
Well, I got two nuts of the week. I know Dallas already said his team, and Eric said his team. I'm going to say Teddy Bridgewater after Darius Slay was pick up the ball and recover. And Teddy Bridgewater, he didn't do nothing about it.
He did just stand there.
Sure did. He just stood there and just pulled a Cam Newton.
No, he pulled a James Harden from the Nets.
I remember when I was with Dennis in the Zoom, I said, did they even try to tackle big play Slay?
And second, when you saw George Kittle, he put Von Miller right to the ground, act like a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, he manhandled him. He definitely manhandled him. No doubt about that.
I ain't gonna lie, George Kittle he's got the size and the strength to put anybody down on the ground if he's blocking.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we all know Von Miller is not his prime anymore. Can you imagine if it was George Kittle and Von Miller in his prime? That'd be insane.
That would have been nuts.
What is what? George Kittle was 6'5", 230, 240?
Yeah, he's about 6'5", 240, 250. He's a big guy.
Right.
Long hair. Shout out to George Kittle for winning my fantasy league too. Goddamn, I got lucky on that one.
I still will take Travis Kelce over George Kittle.
George Kittle, he's 6'4".
Okay.
He's a big guy. All right, let's start out with Thursday night and get this New England Patriots and Atlanta Falcons. I was going to start with Eric because last time the Falcons blew a 28-3 lead. Instead, I'm going to start with Dallas. This is his team. New England and Atlanta, how you see this going?
Yeah, they're rolling strong, and I mean, well, hell, I told myself I was going to be humble if and when they started playing good this season because I knew it was going to come. Well, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not going to be humble because I've had to hear it from a lot of people early in the year when we were 2-4, how we weren't good, how Belichick was washed up. Well, where the fuck are you now? Because now we're 6-4. You said we couldn't beat good competition after barely losing to the Bucks. After barely losing to Cowboys. Since CeeDee Lamb waved bye to us at home, we're 4-0 in those last 4 games. I don't believe we've allowed more than 17 points in a game defensively since then, and that would have been the Chargers game, 27-17. Just give up 7 to the Browns at home, and it's the first time since 2008 or 2007, I want to say, 2007 probably, that we've scored 45 plus points at home in back-to-back games.
So what do you expect this game?
Well, I don't expect it to be, I could say it would be a blowout, but Thursday night games are usually a reduced playbook size. Usually you want to manage the injury workload, so you don't know what Damian Harris is going to do. Him and Stevenson will probably split time. And the Falcons are kind of reeling from that shit show they put up against the Cowboys. So I think they're going to play a little harder, and we might have a smaller playbook. So I'll go with the Patriots winning, but maybe something a little closer than people expect. I'll do like 31-20 Patriots. I think the Falcons are a little bit haunted by them, and they don't want to get totally annihilated.
All right, Will.
Atlanta has never beat New England in about 20 years, right?
Long time.
A long time. I don't even, let alone beat Brady. And Brady's in there.
They never beat Brady, no. So it's been at least 20 years.
Right. So yeah, about 20 years. So they're going to continue to keep that rolling, in my opinion. I got New England 30-10.
30-10.
Yeah. New England's rolling, man. Their defense is,
30-10.
showing up.
We got a threat to Bills Mafia now. Bills Mafia, what you got?
After Matt Ryan's piss poor performance that last Sunday,
What do you get you
he
minus?
couldn't even get any garbage points for me in fantasy, but that's beside the point. They're a mess. The Patriots are hot. I'm going 31-14, New England.
All righty, D-Man.
There you are.
What's up,
It's my turn.
Man,
Yeah.
D-Man.
Dallas, I'm glad you're here, buddy. But I'm going to take the Patriots, and score prediction will be 28-3.
28-3. I had a
I'm
feeling
waiting for
somebody
that.
was going to say that. 28-3. All right,
I'll
Dennis.
messenger pay you $100 if that happens.
We heard it here
Just
first.
for comedic effect.
All right, Dennis.
All right, and with that being said, I haven't got these Thursday night games right in a little while. And since Dallas here, I love to piss him off, so fuck it. I'm taking the Falcons. Fly high, rise up. Yep. Taking the Falcons 24-21.
I just want to wait
ATL.
and see if wait and see if Dennis can be the lone wolf here.
Dennis taking the Falcons. He didn't learn a lesson after last week, did we?
Nope. Not even just last week. I want to say about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Been a while for me too, brother. We're in
That's the best you can do to try and piss me off. That's a bigger swing and a miss than the Phillies.
What's up, man?
Bryce Harper with the Phillies. Get it
All right, Deadeye.
Just for the record, the last time Atlanta beat New England, you got to go back 23 years to 1998 in November. I'm taking New England 42-7.
Oh, the team.
42.
Oh yeah, if he said that shit, oh yeah, I feel very confident in what I said. Whoa! Get the fuck out of here, Duval! Whoa! Duval is here! Whoa!
Hey.
Whoa! Get the fuck out of here! I've said,
how are y'all?
it's definitely.
Why? So surprised.
I've never been on a show with Ada Cruz. That's why this is a first.
I like
It's
that
been a
shirt.
while. It's been a while.
I like that shirt.
Yes, Ada, I like your shirt.
I know.
You know
That's
what?
just-
It's actually a
I
good
only
thing
wore
you're
it 'cause
here.
I couldn't find my other stuff.
Guess who the Rams play later this year?
Jags.
What happened?
I hope y'all don't
We
lose.
play you later this year.
The Rams.
Yeah, well, all I know is we beat the Bills, and I'm
Yeah,
good. You don't
yeah.
have to win no more games.
That's right. That's the Super Bowl right there.
That's my
No,
Super Bowl. That
I'm
is
so
definitely my
excited
Super Bowl.
now.
Ada, who you think gonna win a Thursday night game? Patriots or the Falcons?
The who?
Patriots and the
Patriots,
Falcons on
Falcons.
Thursday night.
I'm gonna take the Falcons on this one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Rolling with Dennis. Rolling with Dennis.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons this time.
Uh-oh. Dalton, you need to change your pick.
Nah, she has opinion. I'm not gonna judge her. She has her own opinion, so
Well,
Okay.
he knows.
I
You
respect
guys
her
know
opinion.
All right.
Y'all know why I'm gonna pick the Falcons. I don't like the Patriots, so why would I go for the Patriots?
Man, I know why you picked the Falcons, so you ain't got to lie to me. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
I
I
understand
know why
why.
she don't like the Patriots.
Due to my
27-6.
engagement, I have to pick.
I was just gonna
Yeah,
say,
he's a Falcons fan. That's the reason why.
Most of us know why you're picking the Falcons, dear.
yeah.
Yes, we all know. We know. I don't.
Anyway, as
I
the,
Almost
like
great,
like a
my
28-3.
relationship.
as the great Ron Thomas would say, 27-17 Patriots. So I'm gonna take the Patriots to win. 27-17.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold my fault. The
They
chocolate girl.
have been playing really good, though. I will admit they have been. They looked better last week. They
Yeah, their
definitely
defense
did.
The chocolate girl has 28-21 New England.
28-21 New England. So they was right, whatever. So moving into Sunday's game, and this game is interesting. Detroit Lions will against the Cleveland Browns.
Oh no!
So Lions and
Wait,
Browns.
who?
Oh,
Detroit Lions and Cleveland Browns. I got to start with Will because Will's always coming back to me and going, I think the Lions are going to win. I think the Lions, he's been saying
They're
that for
not.
9
Will,
straight
do
weeks.
not take Detroit.
He's been saying that for 9 straight weeks.
no,
All right,
no,
Will.
I picked them about what, 5 out of the 10 weeks. But they tied last week, so I was almost right. All right, I got
I'm gonna get you. I might have to get you a Tom Brady jersey after the last 2 weeks. You know that?
Oh, hell no.
the last 3.
You picked 4 winners.
The last 3 weeks I've had 4 winners. It's not a good look. It's been
Did you have a bad week, Will?
Yeah, the last 3 weeks have been bad. I think everybody's had a bad week, not just me.
I had a bad week last week. I got 3 of them right.
7-6-1.
D-Man had a bad week. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but go ahead because I think it was on purpose though because it was 3.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
it was
not-
on purpose because Eric's ranked number 3. That's the reason I'm doing it on purpose.
Hey, I went 7-6-1. I'm okay.
I'm not sure if Jared Goff is playing.
Even though I had
He
that
shouldn't.
last week, though, I'm excited.
Yeah, he's still questioned. He's still a game.
questionable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah, is he playing?
I'm not-
Yeah, he is listed as questionable, even though Cleveland's an 11.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Wow.
Take,
I
I'm gonna
did read.
take
I read somewhere they had him day to day.
But I
Right.
heard Chubb is back this game too.
Yeah.
definitely taking Cleveland right there. That seals the deal because they can't stop.
Is
them.
anybody here? Go. Is anybody taking the Lions?
What
hell
up,
no.
though?
No.
I'm not
What
taking
up,
the
though?
You're
What
gonna
up,
take the
though?
Lions? Are you
I'm-
kidding me?
I'm taking the Lions. What up,
Dennis.
though?
Oh,
Okay,
Lord, have
but-
mercy.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
you're a
why,
Jets
that's why
fan.
his name is Ignorant Thinker Podcast. That's the reason why.
He's a Jets
Because
fan,
he's
so we get
taking
it.
the Lions.
Are you? What are you?
I just want y'all to know
Why?
if the Lions win this game, I'm going to TikTok y'all ass. I just
I
want
know.
y'all to know that. All
All
right?
right.
I
Dennis.
put a D. I put a D down there. D beside Detroit for double D.
That's
So
right.
anyway,
What up, though?
Entertainment
Dennis,
purposes only.
I mean, I picked Philadelphia
I
to
can't
beat
believe
Denver.
you're. I
am
can't
not
even
rocking this
believe
one.
you're picking Detroit. I just
Thinking
can't.
the truth.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
I think
Ada.
Dennis needs to take a temperature, Ada. That's what the problem is.
I think so. Somebody go get him a thermometer.
Ibuprofen.
I'll have to take a few more of those.
How bad they gonna win, Dennis? How bad Detroit gonna win?
They're
I got it ain't gonna be bad. I got Detroit winning 28-24 Detroit.
Lord.
I had Cleveland winning this ball game 30-14. Anybody else want to share their scores? What you think it'll be? I think Cleveland.
Hold on, let me
I
see
think it's
what
going to be a
Sharon got.
blowout.
Much,
38-10.
blowout. 38-10.
34.
Browns 24-13.
24-13. 11.5 point favorite. 11. Good
Wow.
call, Dalton.
The Chocolate Girls has Cleveland 28, Detroit 10.
Okay. That's about right. I had 30-14, so that's about right in the same ball game.
Fuck.
Next game on the list,
I've got 28-17.
28-17. All
Well,
right.
that's giving them a little
Go
too
ahead,
much
say
credit.
the next game. Go ahead, so I can put my crown on.
Next
Oh,
game.
Lord.
She already knew I was gonna say it.
Yeah.
Next game. We talking about the Houston Oilers
Mhm.
and the Tennessee Titans.
Dude,
Titans got that all day.
this is ugly. That's ugly.
So is
You know
anybody
what time
taking?
You know what time it is?
Is anybody taking Houston?
Nope.
No.
No,
I
you know
will
what
come
time it
through this
is.
phone.
It's Tanny.
Yes,
It's
I'm
Tanny
taking
time.
Houston.
Oh God, really?
I'm just kidding,
Is
y'all.
that
I'm
the Derek
just
Henry
joking,
Brown?
y'all.
Yes.
It is your birthday at the day after your party. You might have not a clear mind with all them burgers on the brain.
It's Tanny time.
You know what? Wow. Just wow.
I actually think it's going to be a little bit. What's the spread, Eric? You got the
10 points.
10.
Yep.
I actually have Tennessee winning this ball game 28-19. So
Wow. You're keeping it that close?
28-19.
Sharon got it
that close. To
28-14.
be honest with you, I think it'll be a close game. That's one of those games like last weekend, any given Sunday kind of thing that you wouldn't expect it, but it's gonna happen.
What about Tyrod Taylor? Is he back this week?
Let's see. The
Doesn't matter.
Wait, did he got injured or something?
No. I said that wrong. Sharon has it 21-14. I got it 28-14.
He's not listed on the injury report, so he possibly could be playing.
Okay.
It don't matter who plays. Did you see the
It
Titans?
doesn't matter who's playing. The Titans going to beat them. I got 33-7.
The Titans defense is doing too much. there.
Ethan, what you got? Ethan, you still here?
I think he's on mute. Malcolm.
They all,
Get
they
him,
all got-
dog.
All right.
he's back.
Tennessee. Houston's just a mess over there. Tyrod, I don't know if he's gonna make a difference or not. I'm taking Tennessee 35-20.
All right, that's about right. So everybody's on the Tennessee bandwagon. Next, we're gonna go to since we got her on
wait.
the show.
35-7. Tennessee.
We got her on
Damn.
the show. We might as well go to Duval and find out the 49ers are taking on the Jaguars.
Oh Lord.
You see, Dalton got off the
I'm
screen.
not
real
give
quick.
you. I never do points or anything because you know I don't do points. This
I
is
know.
going to be a blowout.
You said who's
Jack-
gonna blow? Jacksonville's gonna blow them out.
49ers will blow out the Jaguars. I'm going to be really honest. This is the year that I have realized something bad's going on, and it's beyond the players.
It's
beyond everybody else.
It's the
Now, wait a
it's the
minute.
Urban
Now, wait a
Meyer-
minute.
It's
The
the
last
Urban
time-
Meyer effect.
Hold on, Bill. Hold on, Bills Mafia. The last time Jacksonville played at home, who did they beat?
We
They
beat
beat
the
the
Bills.
Bills.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
we beat the Bills.
Yeah, what you
Hell
said.
yeah. Got in
Move
that
on.
ass. Hell
So-
yeah.
So
I called them the Buffalo $1 bills for that game.
so now
Nothing
the 49ers come to Jacksonville. Do you not think the Jaguars can pull an upset here?
No.
Well,
Honestly,
They don't have nothing for
I-
Debo.
I'm gonna be honest
to
with
be
y'all.
honest with you, I'm not being a homer and I don't want to be a fan right now. I'm being realistic. We beat the Bills, but the way the Bills played was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
it took the Bills
there.
to play
I was
bad
there.
for us to beat them. The 49ers, I mean, I don't know. I think we're gonna lose, and I'm be really honest with you. We are going to lose that game.
Y'all played the Colts pretty tough though.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know what?
you got issues. First of all, you have no O-line. And as much as how many years we've been talking about this, we have no O-line. Okay. Our defense is looking a whole lot better than it did in the beginning. Josh Allen looked great. You've got people really coming out. The offense looks horrible. We got 3 good players: James Robinson, Dan Arnold, and Agnew when they put him on the O-line. Because remember, they're using Agnew in special teams and on offense.
Mm-hmm.
So if our defense can stop them like they did the Bills last week, there is a huge possibility we can win. But if our offense is just, I don't know what the heck is going on. And you've got the number 1 pick with an supposedly amazing coach who are not clicking. Urban Myers is not clicking with these players. He's not. And the more controversy he brings, the more they don't like him.
True.
So if you've got a team who can't really do anything, doesn't really get along with the coach, you're going to have that issue and you're not going to get the production you should have. Right now, my team should be outstanding. And they're not. Urban sucks. Urban needs to go. And I don't care who you are.
King Czar
Urban
picked
needs
the
to go.
Jags to win. King Czar, and then all of a sudden we got Willie Will with a San Francisco 49er background coming in. He's not wearing a Raiders hat tonight. Thank God.
Hey, you know what though? History aside, check this out. Jacksonville, they played San Francisco 5 times. You got to go back all the way to 1999. And the very first meeting that these two teams had, Jacksonville beat San Francisco 41-3. The last time these two teams played, shut up. The last time these two teams played, Christmas Eve 2017, San Francisco won 44-33. Now, I hope that these two teams have watched footage from that game. I don't think this will be close. I think San Francisco, after what they just did to the Rams, I don't see them not carrying that momentum into this game.
Yeah, I believe they'll blow them out. Oh, they're gonna
I
blow
think
them
it's
out.
going to be 42-14.
There you go.
Jay Will, what's going on with the 49ers? They gonna blow out the Jags this week?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know about a blowout, man. I'm just trying to get a win. That's all. Let me get a win. That's it.
I think
You
it's
beat the
over,
Rams.
and I'm telling you as an all-time fan, when I see what I see, they done. They're done. They're not going to be able to beat Jackson. They're not going to be able to beat the 49ers at all.
You got to remember.
I know you got a little love for the 49ers in your heart too as well. You like that?
I do. That was actually, I told you, I started off football with the 49ers, Joe Montana, Rathman, Steve Young, all of the Jerry Rice, all of those guys. So I'm a huge 49er fan still. But I to be honest with you, you can't be a homer. You can't just be rooting for your team. You got to be realistic. And realistically, it doesn't look like we have the talent to beat them.
All right, Dallas. How bad is 49ers going to win?
Who are they playing?
Jacksonville. Or are you
been...
acting like Tom Brady on 4th down?
Oh no, I muted myself for the past few minutes because I was dealing with something that took me out of it. I'll take the Niners.
Oh jeez.
Is that what you said when watching Stafford these last 2 weeks?
No, because I heard the meow in the background. Never mind.
Yeah, what the hell? What the heck was that meow?
You don't want to know, Ada. Trust me, you don't want to know. Just trust us when we say this. It's not.
That reminds me. I forgot to go grab the cat.
Hey, Bill.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I'm here.
You seen this Jaguars team beat the Bills, so we gotta get inside.
Yeah, don't remind me. I drove.
But see, that's the Bills. This is the 49ers.
I know. I drove all the way from New York to watch the Bills put up 6 points, but there you go. Anyway,
right,
money well spent, buddy.
I was at the stadium, and I'm like, "Is this really gonna happen? Is this really gonna happen?" And when it happened, I am telling you, they talked about it on the news. You can hear the people screaming all the way into the other side of town. That's how loud.
That you're not wrong. You're not wrong. They were extremely loud, and kudos to them. I don't know what happened, but anyway, going into this game though, I'll go the Niners. I'll go 28-14.
28-14. Dennis.
That's my score. 28-14.
All right, what game we on?
Jacksonville.
49ers.
The chocolate girl has 23-19 San Fran.
Woo.
Whoa.
That's close.
Yeah,
That's nice.
She got this game actually being close. I got 30-17.
30-17. Sounds good, Dennis, because I'm taking the 49ers to win 27-17 over the
Ryan Thomas special.
Ryan Thomas special. And just imagine that.
Hey, I don't want to hold on. I want to see something real quick. Dennis, did you happen to see the picture I took in Philly?
You're on mute.
Yeah, I seen the picture you took in Philly.
Yeah, that was for you, honey.
Oh shit, dude. That's cool. That's cool.
I thought about you the whole time.
I'll be in Jacksonville. Don't worry about it.
Let me know, bro. Let me know, because if you do come down here, definitely we gotta meet. We gotta hook up.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna move over.
Hey, I didn't get no picks yet. I never got no picks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, Mr. Jaguar, go ahead.
Ada, I love you so much.
I love you too, baby.
It pains me to say this though, but I'm taking the 49ers 23-14, because the 49ers, they still got a good defense with new defense coordinator DeMeco Ryans. So and they got receiver with Deebo Samuel, George Kittle.
Oh
But
yeah.
And Debo
I don't want to say it. But it's
backfield.
really hard for me to say it though. But
you see, did you guys see what George Kittle did to Von Miller?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I was talking about it for the
Yeah,
nuts.
apparently that was a major highlight of that game.
Hey, that's Eric's favorite moment right there. By the way, just want to let y'all know that.
No,
I just wanted to be known that D-Man picked the 49ers over the Jaguars, and Ada Cruz is on the show. This is kind of like a soap opera now. It's going to turn into like a soap opera.
Hey, at least I apologize, Sora. That's all I gotta say. At least I was being honest.
Buck,
You know.
since we
King
got
used to say this.
since we got Dalton here and Dennis here, can we go to the Saints and Eagles?
Oh,
How about
you
later?
never know.
Later.
You never
You're getting
know.
ahead. Let Buck's got his thing, then he's got his.
Buck's
top
got
five.
his list.
Let's do
It's
his thing.
okay, Eric. Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Relax. Dallas, you need to play like Have a Bad
Relaxation.
Day song. If I were you,
We're gonna
buddy.
go over to Will's most hated team, and we're talking about the Raiders and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Jay will.
at the Raiders.
I gotta go to Will this one because I know Will has a lot of. He brought up something last night when I was sitting there watching the shows last night. He brought up something that kind of stuck with me. He just said, "Hey, this kid over in Cincinnati, he's in the running possibly the MVP, that Jamar Chase." So I want to see what Will has to say about Cincinnati and the Raiders on who he's got this game.
I don't know, because with Cincinnati, you don't know what you're gonna get. And the same thing with the Raiders. 1 week they're on, 1 week they're off. I don't really know. I haven't thought about this game really, but I'm gonna lean Cincinnati because they need a win. Both of these teams need a win, but Cincinnati needs a lot more. We're gonna say it like this. We'll go 30 to 28 because the Raiders they're not garbage. They just had a bad game against Kansas City, but they can stay in games. But Cincinnati,
Yeah, they did lose to the Giants, by the way.
They did lose to the Giants, and I thought they should have. But
All right, Jay Will.
he hates it.
I got this being a blowout. I got Cincinnati winning by like 17 points.
He really hates the Raiders.
I really do.
Yeah, I wonder if Donovan's watching or Maurice, because I know he won't be locking it either.
All right, D man, who you got this game? Cincinnati and the Raiders.
Well, first of all, shout out to Blaze, wherever he's watching on, and also shout out to OG because that's Joe Mixon's cousin. But I am going to take the Bengals 28-21.
28-21. All right, Miss Cruz.
I'm
Do
gonna
you
take
think-
the Raiders on this one.
I figured he's gonna lean to that way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Raiders on this one.
Are you happy that John Gruden's gone?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was very, very confused about it, but at the end of the day, he's suing the NFL. He's got a case. That's all I gotta say. The man has a case. He was not in the NFL when all this happened. It's just a lot of controversy. But I like the fact that he's gone and he can work on that. You know what I'm saying? I think the Raiders are in a better position now.
Like they're more comfortable without him.
Yeah. I think that the team now it's a different culture, it's a different feeling.
No restriction.
You know?
Yeah, it's a
There you
feeling
go,
they
Ada.
They got their ass whooped last week. By the Chiefs.
He
Different
do
feeling,
look-
all right.
He looks just like that. Just like that.
Exactly.
All right, Slim Brady.
Well, I think the Raiders are about to be as unhappy as Mr. Brady appears to be right now. He's not fucking with me. The Raiders aren't fucking with the Bengals either. The Raiders will improve from scoring 14-17 this week, a 3-point improvement. The Bengals with a statement win, 38-17.
The Raiders.
Yes.
He's
The
taking the
Bengals.
Raiders.
They're
All right.
exciting.
38-17 Raiders. All right.
Bengals.
Oh,
Bengals.
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 Bengals,
Okay.
you deaf motherfucker.
Okay. Well, I mean, you said something about that pussy did something on your lap. And I didn't know if you had changed your mind or something like that.
You
All
know,
right,
For entertainment purposes only.
entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment
Yeah.
purposes only.
All right. All right, then.
Y'all got me dying.
All right, then.
oh man, I'm gonna address something. Will was right with Cincinnati. You never know. It's one, and same thing with the Raiders. You never know. One week they're gonna be rocking. Next week they're gonna be
whole
trash.
NFL. That's the whole NFL this year. But anyway,
Yeah, the whole NFL is bipolar this year.
I know, and I'm well aware of what just happened as I watched the Kansas City Raider game and watched the Raiders.
and watch
You
the
know,
Raiders.
here's my issue. When you only put up 299 yards of offense and only have the ball for 24 minutes with 15 first downs, you're not doing anything. And I hope, and I hope I'm not the only person that's picked this team, but I hope the Raiders have learned from what's happened the last 2 weeks. I'm taking the Raiders 31-20.
Get out with the Raiders pick. All right, Ethan.
What's up, Ron? Hey, I'm taking this Bengals in this one. I think they're wanting to bounce back.
They were just on a bye week too, right?
Yeah, they're coming off a bye week.
But then the week before the bye, they got demolished.
Who'd they get beat by?
Cleveland.
Cleveland mollywhopped them.
Killed them.
That was bad. Anyway, I'm taking Cleveland. I'll say 33-24.
Taking Cleveland or are you taking Cincinnati?
Cincinnati. No, I'm taking Cincinnati over Vegas.
Okay, I'll just make sure. I thought you said Cleveland.
He said Cleveland.
No, you asked me last week. You asked me who they lost to before the bye.
You've been drinking, Ethan. What you drinking over there?
Yeah,
I ain't drinking. I sound like Buck's drunk over there.
No, he at work. He can't drink at work.
Yeah, he's at work.
That don't mean nothing. Look at that. What are you just on?
For entertainment purposes only.
All right, Dennis, who you got?
The chocolate girl took Cincinnati 27-24. I think I'm gonna take Vegas.
Raiders.
I'm gonna take Vegas 31-27.
You almost matched my score.
I think with everything going on that the Raiders would pull out something huge. You know what I mean?
This game to me is going like to say Will. That's why I started with him. He said you never know which team you're gonna get. I've been a big fan of getting rid of this goddamn coach in Cincinnati for a while. So
yes, you have.
I do not want to see
Yes, sir.
I do not want to see Mr. Stack Taylor win this ball game, but I think it's going to be a shootout. I'm going to take the Raiders to win 38-37 in a shootout.
Damn.
Is that your high score of the week?
Wow, that's a huge score.
Actually, it's not my high score game of the week. It's not. So basically, 38-37. I'm taking the Raiders to win by a point. And next, we're gonna roll to.
Wait. What's up? Wait, you didn't get Ron.
Ron Thomas.
Ron, what you got?
Ron.
I got 37-27.
Oh.
Cincinnati.
Well, if you say something without sevens in it, it'll be a
Well,
fucking
hey,
house.
Ron.
Hey, Ron.
What's up?
Hey, I'm gonna cut you guys short because my son just pulled up. But I came on here because my best buddy's birthday and everything, and I promised him that I would come on.
All right.
So
That's why I'm so excited. And Dennis, that's the reason why I was on earlier, because it was a surprise.
Lord,
Well, we believe in you. We believe in you. Trust me.
Man, first time for everything.
I believe in myself. I literally have watched every other team but my team this year. So
Okay.
I'm
For
very
just for the
disappointed.
record, December 5th, mark your calendar. Jaguars at Rams.
I got you.
Jesus.
Well, by the way, are they playing at the Best Buy store or they're playing in a dual ball stadium? That's what I want to know.
Man,
That's right. You guys do play us.
yes, we do. At home.
Hard to hear that.
Oh boy.
We're probably not gonna make that team.
Stafford might be benched.
Yeah. Listen, I don't care if we don't win any more games. We won two games this year. It's better than last year. I'm good.
That's
If
right.
you beat the
doubled your
Rams,
win. You
I'm
doubled your
moving from
win.
California.
And we beat the Bills. So that was even better.
If you beat the Rams, I'm leaving California.
Well, you know, but
Start
don't
packing your shit.
No, but
Start
listen,
packing your shit.
Let me write. I'm gonna write that down now.
I'll
you
hold you
got
to
Fuck
that.
you,
Jacksonville.
dick.
Listen,
Matter
you
of
guys
fact,
got
let me
Well,
see.
y'all
Let me see the
get
time
the
right
package.
now. What time is it?
Write it
Hey,
down.
you better not
57
hide, Eric, if
minutes
the
in.
Jaguars do beat the Rams. You better
Eric,
not hide,
you-
Eric.
All I remember from
But
last
listen,
week was
Eric,
Eric says,
you got
Yes.
Jacksonville going to LA. Jalen Ramsey will be facing his old team, who he's still talking crap about because he can't let go.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's
I'm
amazing.
hoping and praying they burn him. I don't care if we lose the game. Just make Jalen Ramsey look like crap. Just like
We don't
last
have to do that. He makes himself look like crap.
And look how he played. Look how he played last game.
Yeah, I know. He was mad
got
as
burnt.
hell.
So I don't
I
understand
still
how
remember-
we got
I
him
still
as a
remember-
top 3 corner because he looked like a top 20 corner.
I still remember last year when we played the Rams. We or Stephon Diggs made him look like a guy
That
that
was
just
his
pulled off the
daddy.
street.
That
Okay,
was
you
his
guys were up
daddy.
28-3. No,
Your
29 to
favorite
3.
number.
That's the Falcons' favorite number.
I know, but it's like Eric's the Rams fan, but you know how they scored 3 points? Eric's
Uh-oh.
favorite number 3. That's the
The
reason.
Uh-oh.
Jaguars cannot say nothing.
Oh, I ask my husband. You ask my husband if I don't say nothing because I throw
I
it in
did
his
ask
face.
him.
He's
I
a
did
huge,
call.
my husband is a huge Falcon fan, and
Yes, he is, Ron. It is true.
huge.
I talked to Ada.
make
We
sure
just
you
matter
make
of fact,
sure
Thank
you
you very
clar-
much.
make sure you clarify yourself, Ada.
Yes.
Huge football
Huge.
fan. Okay.
Okay, he's
Huge.
huge. So
Oh,
we got tickets to watch them because they're coming to Jacksonville, so we'll be there. But after what happened to the Atlanta last weekend, no Atlanta fans should be talking crap about any team.
Oh.
But they wasn't doing too much talking week 1 either, so don't worry.
No, they
Excuse
wasn't. They
me.
wasn't. They wasn't.
Ain't this a new week?
Huh?
Ain't this another week?
Yeah, it was another.
Okay,
that's
then.
something
So when you win 4 games, then holler at me.
too. when y'all win, when y'all actually do good, call
you're-
me.
You're Jacksonville.
Hey,
No,
Listen, we better go
wait a
next
minute,
one
wait a
before
minute.
Dennis not fall
Ron,
asleep because
if you were to meet my husband, he says that to me all the time. When y'all win 4 games, call me.
Ada, before you go, check this out. November 28th, Atlanta at Jacksonville.
I'll be there.
Ooh.
I will be there live.
Oh, come on, the
Okay,
show.
we'll see.
Come on the
I'll
show
tag you, Ron.
prior. Come on the show prior and talk about it, or come on
All
out
right.
and review it.
Matter of fact, I'll try to do. I'll try to do that.
Hey, here's the
That's
funny
next-
part.
That's next
The point
Wednesday
spread
night.
is even.
It's
Yeah, next Wednesday night is malt liquor night, so
Yeah. Yeah.
Bring your-
it's-
bring
Next
your favorite-
Wednesday is malt liquor. Like, wait, what?
it's malt liquor night. So bring your
Malt liquor
favorite malt
night.
liquor.
Day before Thanksgiving, small liquor
I'm
night.
get a 40.
I'll be there.
Have to get a 40. Got to get a
Dude,
40.
what you
Gotta
know
get
about
a
a 40?
40.
You know about no
I'm
fucking
gonna
40.
get a 40 with a Dickie shirt and a Dickie pair of pants and some Timbs.
All right. That'll work. And a shot of
All
Henny.
right, guys. I'm gonna let y'all go.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you
Have a
so
good
much.
night.
I love you, Dalton. Happy birthday, baby.
thank you, Ada. Love you too, best
You're
buddy.
welcome. Bye, guys.
Bye.
all right.
Bye.
Dennis has words now, don't you, Dennis?
Yep, I can never say that again.
You never
It's
say
like
that.
calling-
Ada Cruz will never
It's
be
like
able to
calling
get
them the London Jaguars. I can't call them the London Jaguars.
Maybe because we started the show entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only.
That's how the show should always be.
Oh, it will. Oh, it will.
That was dope.
Okay.
We needed some-
Baltimore and Chicago.
Ew, no.
Two tough cities.
What?
Oh,
Tough cities.
God.
I'll go to Ethan first.
Oh man! Wow. Chicago's a dumpster fire. I don't know don't know what Ravens team we're gonna get after last Thursday.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
pathetic.
I still have a little more faith in the Ravens than I do the Bears. So I'll go the Ravens 20-14.
20-14. D-Man.
By the way, is Lamar Jackson playing? Because I heard he wasn't practicing today.
It's just for maintenance purposes. He'll be there. I was reading
Okay, and before I go scores, this is Lamar's first play against the Bears because he hasn't played the Bears yet. And this is Andy Reid's coaching tree now versus Harbaugh. But I'm gonna take the Ravens 38-20.
Woo!
Whoa.
Hey, I don't trust the
that's why
Bears.
we
I think Lamar is gonna do his thing, and maybe that's just my ball prediction.
Lamar's
He's
gonna do
dealing
his
with
thing.
non-COVID illness.
All right, Deadeye.
So let's see. We've got the Ravens versus the Chicago Cubs. Okay.
Yo,
I don't think
Wrong
it's
sport.
gonna be
Wrong
close.
sport. Wrong sport.
No, it's not. I said it for a reason. I don't think this game will be close. I think Baltimore they're just a much stronger team on both sides of the field. I think they're going to win 41-17.
Wow.
And y'all think I'm crazy when I said 38. Now Eric says 41. Wow, unbelievable.
Okay.
Happy birthday, buddy.
All right, Brady.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what you can say about the Bears. I don't want to be mean in case there are any Bears fans watching, which, I mean, all two of you. I'm sorry. But I'll go. This is just going to be a week where contenders prove that they're contenders and the pretenders enjoy their victories from last week, but it's all going down the shitter this week. 38-10 Ravens. Fields gets pulled early.
Wow.
Multiple
All right, Bill.
interceptions.
31-17, Baltimore. They got embarrassed on Thursday night. But let's not just shit on Chicago like that. They almost won a game against Pittsburgh until the referees interfered. All right, don't do them that filthy. Give them a
Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, buddy.
I don't want to hear it. You can't talk. But,
Yeah, but Lamar's a whole different animal than Ben. I mean,
he is. But at the same time, you just seen Lamar get
Then who?
Than Ben.
Than Ben.
Oh.
You just seen Lamar get contained by
I
that.
said that.
I thought he said that too. That's what I thought he said.
Baltimore's gonna come out firing. They got embarrassed, and Chicago's gonna pay the price for it.
What's the spread? What's the spread on this game?
I can tell you right now, the spread on this game is, I think it's not even a big margin of points.
Oh, it's gonna be at least 7 or better.
It is, as I'm looking at it.
Let's look at the scores thing, shall we?
Baltimore. 4.5 for Baltimore.
4.5 point favorite.
Correct.
That doesn't even show.
All right, Dennis.
Well. The chocolate girl over here, she has the Baltimore Ravens winning 21-17.
Wow, that's close.
I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens as well, but I think Lamar has a real big game. I'm going 35-7.
It's gonna be a Bateman game. How about
35-7.
35-7. I think Hollywood catches the ball this week.
Wait. I don't know what Eric's. I looked at the FanDuel updated ones today. Baltimore's favored by 6.
Oh, now it's 6?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I know it has to be higher than you.
Well, I almost had a
It's gotta be
match.
higher
I
than
almost
that.
had a match. I see some in the comments said 31-17. Will said 31-17. I've got Baltimore winning 31-16. Jay Will, did you elaborate on this game?
Yeah, I got to go with my man Ace Boogie. They got to bounce back from that debacle in Miami, so I'm definitely going with the Ravens, and they might even put up a 40 piece. Man, I'm saying 42. I'm saying 42-20 Ravens.
42.
Ooh.
Hey,
wouldn't be
I
shocked if it
think my man has got to bounce back. They look terrible against
Yeah,
Miami.
Ravens got to bounce back.
All right, I'm gonna head over to next game. This is kind of Will's one of his one of his matchup games. I'm gonna start with him. We're talking about the Miami Dolphins against the New York Jets. His division.
Oh. Oh, man.
His division. What you got? Miami Dolphins and New York Jets.
Hey, we were just talking about it. You see how Miami contained Lamar? Did you see that? That Dolphins defense looked like it did last year. I didn't know.
Can they contain Joe Flacco? That's the big problem.
Oh my God.
They're gonna contain. You know what? Flacco's gonna get hurt. They're gonna have to put Mike White right back in, and he likes to throw interceptions. Pick the Miami defense if you need to in fantasy. I'm just throwing that out there, right? I got Miami. That's gonna be I think Miami's gonna put up a 30-piece here. That's gonna be a 30-10. 30-10 Miami.
30-10 Miami.
30-10.
All right, Dennis. Kenny's not here, so you ain't got to jump on his coattail.
If it wasn't Joe Flacco starting, if it was my boy Josh Johnson, I'd be all in with the Jets.
Here comes the Tennessee stuff.
Josh Johnson ain't go to Tennessee.
Oh, it's the Eagles. I'm sorry.
He didn't play for the Eagles.
He's been like a lot of teams, like Josh McCown's.
Yeah, but he didn't play for the Eagles. He played for Tampa Bay.
I thought he played. He's been on every other freaking team. I thought he was on yours too.
No, see, that's the difference between going to a winning team and not.
You know, we played the same team. Hey, Eric, hold on, Eric. You know we played the same team in the Super Bowl, right? But only one of us got a ring.
Wow, how long ago was that?
4 years ago.
Within the last 5.
Just like Brandon Cooks, he didn't quite catch that.
Oh shit!
I love that.
Wow, didn't see that coming.
Anyway,
I'm
going with the Miami Dolphins. I think that defense comes alive in my Jared voice. You know, he's in love with that guy in the secondary. I forgot his name. I think his name was Holland.
Yep, Javon Holland.
Yeah. Javon Holland comes to play this game.
And Tua is starting, correct? Can anybody look that up real quick?
Oh, that's a bad thing if he's starting.
Tua is starting.
This is going to be a bad game to watch.
Yeah, Tua is starting.
And Miami's favored by 3.
Tua gave him a spark last week. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's what he's good for. I told you
he came in for Brissett.
I told you he's the new side Jones. I told you that.
Apparently, he's starting for the rest of 2021.
Oh yeah.
And if you look at Brissett, like last week, he was on silence, had his helmet on though.
What you got, Jay Will?
Man, I hate to just rock with everybody, but I'm going with Miami, man. They're gonna get it together and handle business this weekend. So I gotta win it. I gotta win him by 10 points.
Okay, D-man.
Well, unfortunately, Bart from Sesame Street is going to be starting for the New Jersey Jets. And by the way, before I forget to tell y'all, breaking news, Dolphins versus the Jets will be on Cartoon Network. So it's going to be on there.
It made it to a major network?
I was going to say, wait a minute.
Well, I always do the jokes. What jokes?
No, I was just joking with you.
Oh, okay.
Cartoon Network's kind of a major network.
Major network, Cartoon Network. I'm about to say, well, we lost it here now.
I don't know why. I feel like it's going to be close, but not a blowout. But I'm going to take the Mean Mouth 23 and New Jersey Jets 21. And my ball prediction, Javon Holland will have a game-winning interception.
Ooh, I like that, Ethan.
Oh man!
That lineman and get a touchdown this time. I need to see that lineman.
They need to make sure he declares as eligible this time.
Right.
Oh, good grief!
Oh my God!
What?
All right, pick a squad.
In the last 4 games, the Brooklyn Jets have given up 175 points.
Yeah.
I mean, they had their win against the Bengals 34-31, but the loss to the Patriots 54-13, 45-30 to the Colts, and then 45-17 to the Bills. I mean, What's going on here? And
Yeah,
now
their defense is dead last.
And now they're playing against the Dolphins from SeaWorld. I mean, really, I got to pick between these two teams.
No. All right. Before you take my turn, let me go Miami. Based on what he said, yeah. Dolphins 35, Jets 20.
35-20. Yeah, they have given up. I think it's the most in NFL history, if I'm not mistaken.
They've given up 40 or more in 3 of the last 4 games, which is the most by any team.
Yeah, 43.5 points they've been given the last 4 games up on and their head coach is a defensive guru, so they just let you know some things there, okay? So I'm taking Miami. I think everybody now is voted across the board.
I didn't pick.
Slim Brady.
I'm here to bring the chaos.
Oh, God.
You're picking the Jets. I don't know.
I don't understand your guys' thinking. Okay, 145 points the last 3 games. But you look at it. They've played one elite team in Buffalo, a potential playoff team, probably playoff team in New England, who's one of the hottest teams, if not the hottest team in the league. And the Colts, who, yeah, they've beaten up on bad teams, including the Jets a couple weeks ago. But they did that mostly Jonathan Taylor. And if you look at how the Jets have been beat up, it has been largely with the running game. That's what they're susceptible to mostly. Well, here's the problem. Those are 3 good offenses, and then there's Miami. We gonna say Miami's a good offense? No, their defense is better than their offense. They've been stumbling through. We know Tua's problems. They don't have a run game to abuse the Jets with, so they're entirely one-dimensional. And if you pressure Tua in any shape or form, which the Jets defense was getting pressure in the first half of the year, I think they're ready for a breakout game, both sides of the ball. And Robert Saleh's really been drilling that into them to finally come through on defense. I think they go out there and play one for him. And we saw their offense move the ball better with Joe Flacco when Mike White struggled. We've seen it before. So with Corey Davis and Elijah Moore and Jamison Crowder, I like the Jets 24-14.
Wow.
And Michael Carter, I forgot to mention him. Have we forgotten about the emergence of Michael Carter the last few weeks as well?
Better start howling. Go ahead and start howling.
Woo!
What?
I'm just.
Was that you or the pussy?
Who was it?
Probably both.
Nah, he went and hid in my room. He's like, nah, fuck off.
I'm going to make this short and simple. As I said, Jets have given up 175 points over the last 4 games. They've only scored 94 points over the last 4 games. They're getting outscored by 20 points a game over the last 4. I don't see this trend not continuing with this game. I've got Miami winning 41-10.
Wow.
My score.
I think it's
Miami did the Baltimore? Yes.
I think it's still going to be a close game because Thomas says he texted the Jets too as well. So he did howl, but anyway, I didn't see that just now. So you can take back that. Woo! Anyway, I think it's going to be a close game myself just because of the fact that it's Miami and the Jets. I got Miami winning 23-17. Wow. I think the defense will still be there. Hopefully the Jets defense can show up because like Eric keeps saying, they haven't showed up the last 4 weeks, giving up 43 points a game. That stat was unreal. How many points they've been giving up over the last 4 weeks. Next we're gonna slide down to I should say we're gonna slide up into Seattle. Arizona Cardinals coming off a big loss at home to Carolina, and Russell Wilson came off a 0-point performance, and I know Will loves Russell Wilson. So Seattle and Arizona, what you got here, Will?
Yeah, I brought it up yesterday because the guys were dogging Russell Wilson, and I said, man, the guy hasn't played in 5-6 weeks, and how can he get on? How can he get back? I believe Arizona goes on a bye week after this game, so there's a good chance they might not play Hopkins or Murray. And with that being said, I'm going to take Seattle here, but I'm not going to. I still think it's going to be close because Arizona can score points. They proved it with McCoy, and they still have a top 5 defense. So we're not going to take that away from them. But I'm going to go here. I'll go here 28-24 Seattle. I like Seattle. Russell Wilson's going to bounce back. They'll get DK involved. Lockett will be involved. Alex Collins will be involved. So
Is Chris Carson back this week too?
no, they're still saying that it's not looking good. It might be a year-ending injury.
Wow.
Might have to put him on the shelf.
Okay.
It's not
all right.
official yet, but as of today's reports, they were saying that it didn't look good. He wasn't passing some of the tests that they require you to pass with a neck issue. So,
All right, Eric.
Oh man, this is an NFC West matchup, and I really don't want either team to win because I want the Rams to be in first. But after what just happened with Russell Wilson coming back and them getting shut out in Green Bay, they're back at home, and Arizona's coming off their loss. I'm going with Arizona. I think it's going to be a close game, 31-24.
31-24.
Oh, McCoy?
All right, D-Man.
Well, you said Colt McCoy is playing, going to be starting.
Well, there's not
It's not. They're hoping that Kyler can come back, but they don't know yet.
Well, to be honest with you, I did pick the Cardinals, and I don't know why I had to pick the team before. Oh well, I don't care. I don't give a damn if I'm right or wrong. It happens. But I'm going to take the Cardinals 30-23.
30-23 Cardinals. All right, Slim Brady.
Has anyone picked Seattle yet?
Will
No.
has.
Yeah, Ace did.
Oh, yes, you did.
Oh, Ace did?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then allow me to be the second. Even if Kyler Murray plays, I'm still taking Seattle because I said at the start of the year, they're not going to be as bad as I thought Arizona was going to be. But I said this team looks strong on paper, but all it's going to take is 1 or 2 injuries of a particular importance. And this team has cracks, and that foundation is going to start to fall apart really fast. And it started with J.J. Watt on the defensive side of the ball, and it spread to Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins, and we quickly saw Cliff Kingsbury is not what a lot of people thought they were. But I feel like Dennis Green right now. They are who we thought they were. Everybody was crowning them at the start of the year, and they're starting to crack these past few weeks. And I see no reason why that's going to change. Russell Wilson is back another week off his injury. He's ready to prove something, just like Dak when he got embarrassed by the Broncos. And the next week, laid a beat down on Atlanta. Play Russell Wilson in all your fantasy leagues if you have him in any this week. That goes for Lockett and Metcalf as well.
That's if Metcalf doesn't get ejected again.
Yeah, well, it comes and it goes with him. He's a little bit of a hothead. But I'll go with Seattle 31-20.
Okay, Ethan.
This is I don't even know where to go with this game.
Go to Seattle route.
I'm picking the Cardinals because I'm hoping for my, it's maybe fantasy related because I'm hoping Kyler Murray's back to help my season back a little bit. but I'm gonna go with the Cardinals to win 27-21.
Okay. All right, Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis. Let's hear it.
We're talking about this Seattle game, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Let me see what the chocolate girl got first. We talking about Seattle.
Somebody give me the spread on this game.
Seattle's playing Arizona. The
Let's
chocolate
look
girl
at the
has
spread,
Arizona.
shall we?
The chocolate girl has Arizona winning 28-20.
It's Arizona by 2.5.
Oh, that's damn near a pick 'em.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Colt McCoy. Y'all said to start.
They're not sure yet, but
They don't know yet.
they're leaning that way because they have a bye the following week, so they're probably going to end up leaning that way. You want Murray for the long haul, not for the short.
You know what? I'm still taking Arizona.
Yeah, the defense.
I'm taking Arizona in this one. It's going to be 28-21 Arizona.
Wow. After listening to Dallas, I switched my fucking team to Arizona. Oh man. I'm gonna take Arizona winning 27-21. Me and Ethan tied. Then this is right there with it. Jay Will, you think Arizona and Seattle, you think Russ has got enough to bounce back?
Jay Will.
Bar, baby. Willie's bar. What you got, dog?
Okay. I don't know if you can't hear us or what.
I think you hear.
Yeah, I'm here trying to get my headset.
Oh, there you go. We hear you.
Okay.
Arizona, Seattle, what do you think?
Oh man. And was Kyler Murray playing? How the hell is Russell Wilson gonna look? Where's this game being played?
Seattle.
Seattle.
Arizona probably go kick their ass. I got Arizona at least by 10 points. I don't know if Russell Wilson is all the way back yet.
He's not.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we've closed it down, and now we get to the top. Oh, wait a minute. This game right here almost made my top 5. Almost made my top 5. We got one more game, and it has to do with my co-host Dennis Holmes' team. Philadelphia Eagles against the Saints. So, Dennis, come on here and tell us how the Eagles are going to win a back-to-back game and win their first home game. They haven't won a home game yet in Philly.
Ooh. Haven't won a home game, not even in the fucking preseason.
God damn.
Let me get that out the way. Haven't won a home game at all.
But what they throw at the coach last time they left the stadium there? What they throw at him?
A rose.
A rose.
Because you know how the song goes, a rose is still a rose.
Still a rose.
But baby girl,
you're still the flower.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say.
I had my poetry this week too, called a segment.
No.
I had my poetry
next week. No.
It was called Chuck Shakespeare.
Oh,
and it went like this. It said, "Roses are red, pickles are green.
Oh shit!
I love your legs, especially swing."
I'm really gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
Oh god!
Entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Okay.
Purposes only.
All right, Dennis, keep talking. Philadelphia and Saints.
You're on mute, bro.
All right. Now, you know, I always got to give out a little bit of history. So let me get us a little bit of history here. A lot of people don't know this, but Jalen Hurts' first start last year was against those New Orleans Saints and Philadelphia.
And Buck Flair predicted the big upset, too, as well in that last season. I remember that very clearly.
And you also had that little jersey on. I remember all that. Yeah,
I did.
That jersey looked like it was giving you a yeast infection, but he was all right.
It said Hurts on it, number 2.
Yeah, it was hurting like a motherfucker, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I'm taking my team to win this week. I don't think the Saints are no slouches. They ain't no slouches, but their quarterback play is terrible. So that's the reason why I'm going with the win. We'll get our first home win. You know what? I'm going with a Buck Flair special, 31-17.
31-17.
Buck Flair special.
Buck Flair special. All right, D-Man. Who's your quarterback?
Well, it's going to be Trevor Singletary still because Taysom Hill, he's not practicing with a foot injury.
Ooh,
and it doesn't matter. I don't even trust the Saints quarterback, so I really don't care who's starting. Our receivers is the dumpster juice. Lattimore, he's playing like a pathetic. And let's not forget the Saints run defense. They are ranked number 1. Let's not forget about that. And this is a test. This is revenge for Saints defense because last year, Miles Sanderson, he's one who broke the Saints 4-year consensus without 100 rushing yards. But I am going to be honest. I'm going to say the Chiefs 27. The Saints 13. And let's say Kevin Payne. Oh, I'm sorry. Sean James. Oh, I'm sorry. Sean Payne. He's going to have a 3-game losing streak. And by the way, get ready on January 28th. Then they're going to make a new movie with Sean Payne as Kevin James for the Bounty Gate.
Bounty Gate.
Gate, huh?
Okay, Eric.
Wait. I'm sorry to cut you off, Eric, and I forgot to tell y'all. Alvin Kamara, he is back at practice.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because some people keep telling me that they don't know if he's going to play or not, so he's back.
He'll play.
As a fantasy owner, I have him, and if he doesn't play, go get Mark Ingram because he did good last week.
He did do pretty good last week. All right, Eric.
You know, the last time these two teams played was December last year, and I remember Philadelphia winning 24-21, and that was Taysom Hill's final start at quarterback before Drew Brees came back. Trevor Siemian, I have no faith in him right now. I don't. And unless, New Orleans is clicking on all cylinders, but they're not. They're not healthy. They've got a lot of stuff going on. Philly coming off that win, like I picked them to beat Denver, and I'm picking them to beat New Orleans. I think they get their first home win, 33-21.
33-21. All right, Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
There we go. Hit the right button this time.
Yay!
Josh Allen too.
Anyways, back to this game. Give me. I might be howling. I don't care. Give me the Saints. 27-24.
What score?
You got?
Wait, who did Ethan pick again?
He's picking New Orleans.
27-24 Saints.
27-24. That's it.
That's Ethan's opinion. I'm not gonna judge that.
Yeah. But let me go in real quick because you might forget about me. I got the Saints as well. I think this is gonna be a dogfight. Personally, I think there's scrappy teams. I have seen their chance been excelling every week, but I still like the Saints defense, and I can't count them out. All they got to do is hand the ball off to Ingram and Kamara and get the ball rolling. And I think the Saints receivers are being sold a little short here because they do catch plays when they need to. They're not catching everything, but they're catching enough to get them by. But I got this being a dogfight, 24-21. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter. Whoever makes the mistake, you know what I mean. But I'm leaning with the Saints on this one. They got to stay alive in the playoff hunt. If you look at the NFC East or the NFC right now, there's a lot of teams that are bunched up with 4 wins, 5 wins, 4 wins, and those are all potential wild cards. So they can't afford to take a loss, especially in their division. The division is pretty. Atlanta's up there, the Panthers are up there, and Tampa. If Tampa takes a couple more losses, I mean, the whole division could change. So
that's right. All right, Brady.
I mean, I don't know. This one feels pretty easy for me. And no, it's not because I hate the Eagles. I mean, I do, but that's not why I'm picking against them. I don't know, man. Just can't trust the Eagles. They beat up on an uninspiring Denver team, which I pretty much covered, but I think of them earlier. Trevor Siemian may not be the answer, but he sure is hell better than Taysom Hill, at least in throwing mechanics. Kamara and Ingram really make them go on offense. And were we going to ignore the Saints defense is ranked, I believe, in the top 5. I believe they are number 5. In the
number 6.
I look at stats.
Okay, but still, I mean, they're right around that threshold. And it's ultimately Nick Sirianni versus Sean Payton. I don't give a fuck that the Eagles are at home. That just okay. So the dumpsters are at home where they belong. I don't see it. I'll go the Saints. Breakout game for their offense. I'll go 31-30. Buck Flair special, 31-17. But New Orleans.
Wow.
Yeah, I like New Orleans defense. I really do. They did slip into the number 6 spot, but they're still good.
What you got, Jay Will? Eagles and the Saints.
I'm going with the Eagles, man. It's going to be probably cold in Philly this weekend. And,
Wait a minute. Eric, what's the weather going to be like in Philly?
I can tell you right now.
Oh, he's a meteorologist now. He's dual threat.
Let's look at the weather, shall we?
While he's doing that, I'll tell you the Phillies favored by 1.5.
Yeah, something about them cats that play indoors, man. Coming into this
It's
cold.
supposed to be 55 during the day, 45 at night.
It's gonna be cold.
And I don't care what anyone says, though, but this is my fair tagline, though.
Go ahead, Jay. What's the score?
It's gonna be close, like you said. But I got it 24-21 or 2017. I'll go 2017, Philly.
All right. This Eagles team beat the Saints team last year, and the Saints was even better last year. They were like the top dogs. They were actually coming off that big win over Tampa Bay on that Thursday night special when they beat them like 38-3, and they ended up losing to the damn Eagles, I believe. So Dennis was right. It was his first game, and I still think Hurts is going to do enough to win this ball game. And I got them winning 26-24. The Eagles, 26-24 over the Saints. I think it's going to be a close game. It could have went either way because everybody's scores were pretty much 27-24, 31-17, Buck Flair special. But even I heard some people say 20-17. So, but I think it's going to be a close game. It didn't make my top 5 game of the week, but it was close. It was close. And now, top 5 of the games of the week to watch this Sunday. And number 5
haymakers
is I think you want to say, I don't know if we can consider it a revenge game, but in reality it is. And it's the Washington football team going to Carolina to face Cam Newton now. So now you got Ron Rivera heading down to Carolina to face the Carolina Panthers. Washington coming off a huge win over Tampa Bay. Carolina coming off a huge win over Arizona. And CMC is playing now. So my only question here will be which team is going to be motivated to play? Will it be the player team or will it be the coach-led team? Because Ron does not want to lose to Carolina.
Right.
And, Cam wants to beat the living brakes off his ass. So I'm going to go to Slim Brady first and get his opinion on this one.
I feel like if I say anything good about Cam Newton now, it's treacherous, like me rooting for Brady. I mean, it's no secret that I am a Cam fan, just from a personal, standpoint of the type of person that he is, and that doesn't always translate to on the field play. But I feel like in this game, Cam will be more motivated than Ron Rivera. Maybe Washington's playing a little. I mean, you saw the post-game celebration in the locker room. They seem really overconfident from beating up on a really wounded and injured Tampa team that just hasn't looked right the last couple of weeks. I think they're thinking way too much of themselves, and Cam's a lot hungrier than Riverboat Ron. Having McCaffrey back is gonna just be nothing like Cam's ever had before, and that defense is still incredibly nasty, whether Brian Burns is playing or not. And I just think they're going to overwhelm Heineke. So I'll take Cam with a real good game. I'm going to take the Panthers. I don't really think of a score on this one, but I'll give them a 30 burger. I'll do 34. Oh, shit. I go 34-17.
34-17, the Panthers roaring.
Wow.
All right, Will.
Oh, shit. Right to me. Perfect. Well, I had it all on my mind. Washington's a little beat up. They just lost Chase Young for the year. Terry McLaurin has a collarbone issue. Gibson is still dealing with a shin issue. The player Heineke is really suspect. And then on the Carolina side of the ball, Cam is back. Cam's hungry. CMC, Chuba Hubbard in the backfield. He got Robbie Anderson involved last week, and I think that's going to continue to move forward. You also got Moore on the other side. I mean, they got a nice offense going right there, you know, with the addition of Cam, as long as he plays well. And then we cannot forget about Carolina's defense. Carolina's defense is top 5 this year. I think they're number 3 currently right now. I got Carolina here in Carolina. The fans are going to be ecstatic to see Cam. All the number 1 jerseys coming back out. 33-14.
Woo. Jay Will.
Man, let's go Cam, man. Shit. Like Ace Boogie said, they're beat up over there in Washington. I think it's gonna be a lot of momentum. I think Cam is gonna be pumped up. I think Robbie Anderson's had a shitty year, but as you see, he connected with Robbie Anderson. CMC's gonna get busy. They're gonna blow these cats out. I got them winning by like 17 points.
Woo. Dennis, what you got here?
Big Dan, what you got, Dan?
Come on, Dennis.
My fault.
Looking
I'm
at
trying
them,
to make sure I get the chocolate.
you're looking at them damn bowls of Honey Nut Cheerios sitting there in front of you again.
I'm trying to make sure I get the chocolate girl's answer, man. Hold on.
Or he's looking at the picture of Jalen Hurts.
All right, now the chocolate girl got the Carolina Panthers winning 27-14.
Uh-huh.
She also had the Eagles winning 28-23.
Ooh.
All right, I'll just get that out the way. Now, if there's anybody you know that's been politician for Cam Newton, who has it been, Flair?
You, bro. We heard you.
Mr. TikTok himself.
That's right. That's right. Damn right.
Hey, I'm waiting for you to sing, Dennis.
No. We're not gonna sing.
If they win, you gotta sing. Come on.
We're not gonna sing.
Come on.
We're just gonna make sure that we
There
win.
you go, Buck.
You come pull out your Ruben Stutter now.
It's crazy because you just gave away that jersey too. I was talking to Rashawn about that. You
Ain't
just
that
gave away that damn jersey.
I gave away that damn jersey. And he goes back to Carolina. Son of a bitch.
I got a blowout here.
A blowout.
Yeah, I'm going with 31-10.
Woo.
Mm.
All right,
that defense of Carolina is crazy.
With Cam Newton back, this is not going to be pretty. I think Carolina wins 38-14. Not to mention that Will did mention something very critical. Carolina is second in total yards given up, and they are number 1 in fewest passing yards given up.
Tell you. I got them on fantasy. That's how I know.
So, yeah, 38-14 Carolina.
All right, D-man.
Well, even though they lost Chase Young, though, when you look at before Chase Young got injured, the Washington, their defense was terrible before he got injured. But Panthers got good defense, and I know they brought back Desean Newton. And I'm going to say the Panthers 30-13.
Woo! Another big blowout.
Desean Newton.
All right, Bills Mafia.
Slim Brady, what was your score again? I think you said something like 34-17.
I think he said 38-14 because he was close to mine. I had 33 points.
He said 34-17.
That was exactly mine.
Carolina?
Yep.
So everybody's on the Carolina train.
Yeah.
I actually got it.
I just see why I'm seeing. That's how I was just picking. Like,
okay. Go ahead.
No, I was saying, like, the reason I picked the Panthers, I just had a feeling it's going to happen, though. I mean, I didn't want to pick the Panthers. I just had a feeling, though.
Yeah, well, like I said, I mean, everybody jumped on the Cam train because he is starting quarterback this week.
Oh,
so
I really don't care about Desean Newton anyway. So
he's an upgrade over Arnold. He's an upgrade over Walker. I mean, you got to put.
Like I said, D-man, you're lucky that the Saints didn't go after him because I really thought the Saints was gonna make a swing for him. To tell you the truth, but
Hey, if they would sign Cam Newton, I would be upset. I would be living. I'm like, no, I don't want Cam Newton.
I guess from what I was reading on earlier, they were saying that the Houston Texans reached out to him and Seattle reached out to him, and he declined both offers because he wanted to be a starter. And he knows.
I mean, can you blame Cam Newton for not knowing play for the Saints? Because I don't.
No, not at all.
I got Carolina winning. I think they're gonna pull it out with a field goal, 23-20. I like some of you guys' predictions, blowouts and everything, but I just think it'll be 23-20. Ron Rivera, I don't think Ron's gonna let his team get blowed out going back down to Carolina, but we'll see what happens. Next we go to
my boys had their Super Bowl last week, but they beat Tampa. That was their Super Bowl last week. They're gonna fall this week.
All right, going to number 4 game of the week, and of course it involves Bills Mafia and his group. And this guy
I was wondering where this one landed.
This guy also likes to pick this other team that they're playing this week too, each and every week. So we got Carson Wentz Colts against Ethan and Will's Buffalo Bills. I like the way it rhymes, and that's why I got another Shakespeare poet for you guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ethan. Play him away. Tell him what's gonna happen.
This is gonna be an interesting game, but for what it's worth, Quentin Nelson and Darius Leonard both did not practice today.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't play, that's a big advantage for Buffalo. But I'm not factoring in that too much.
This is a playoff game from last year, right?
What's that?
This is a game that ended Phillip Rivers' career last year.
I guess technically that's true.
Yeah.
That was a wild card game. Yeah, I know, but they are playing hot right now. I can't. So, but the Bills will win. I will go 30-21.
30-21. All right, D-Man.
Well, first of all, shout out to Kellen Lane. His birthday was yesterday, and I know last week he was up there in heaven for his early birthday week. But like, if you look at Jonathan Taylor, he's been running the ball. But I feel like it's gonna be a close game. So shout out to you, Ethan, and Ace. I am taking my guy, Josh Allen, the Bills, 31-27.
31-27. All right, Dennis.
I'll tell you one thing, the Bills better win this fucking game. I'm tired of hearing this shit about the fucking Colts, all right? I'm on my J. Will shit. Anybody playing the fucking Colts, that's my other team shit. I'm tired of hearing this shit about the Colts. That's all I'm saying. So the Bills better win this fucking game. I'm taking the Bills. Now, the Bills usually don't do, real well against teams that have playoff expectations. So I'm going to say this going to be, this might going to be tight. 35-28 Bills.
35-28.
Just a reminder that the Bills have the number 1 defense.
Yes, also a reminder, the teams that y'all beat did not have playoff expectations except for the Chiefs.
Ooh.
Okay.
A little Pittsburgh Steelers schedule out there. Will, how you see this game?
I see. I'm going Buffalo because I'm a guy who's very critical of Carson Wentz. He loves to make mistakes. The way the Buffalo defense is playing, I think they're going to give him a problem. What I do see in the beginning, though, is we are going to see a lot of Jonathan Taylor. I do believe that. We're not just going to cross him out and act like he's not going to be around. He is going to be around, but the problem is Buffalo can score. They're 35 points on offense per game. And once you start putting up points like that, Jonathan Taylor is going to become irrelevant, and they're going to put the game on Carson's hands. And Carson is going to have to try to win the game, and I don't think he can get it done. I got Buffalo 35-21. Buffalo just has to, not make mistakes and score in the red zone, and they got this.
All right, Eric.
I'm just gonna go with this one. I know Jonathan Taylor's been doing well running the ball, but something about Buffalo just they've been trying to improve every year, and I think they have finally figured things out. After that loss they had against Jacksonville, they've come out with a vengeance, and I think they're gonna win this game. I think it's gonna be high scoring. I think it's gonna be Buffalo 45-28.
That'd be great.
Jay Will.
I mean, here you go again, man. You got these teams that play in indoors, and they're coming to a cold Buffalo.
Yeah. This weekend. You're right.
Yeah, 40,
That's what I'm saying. Like
46 in rain.
Oh, wait, D-Man, come on. What you got there, D-Man?
Dalton's got some pussy too, huh?
I mean, damn.
Pass the pussy.
Dalton's had more than that. No, I can't. No, I won't go there.
Hey, that just ain't any pussy. That's some white pussy.
Oh my!
My cat says he got the Colts. And Gilbert, you know better than that. Colts ain't beating the Bills, so calm down.
Oh god! Oh my god!
We lose to the Colts. Hey, if we lose to the Colts, I'm blaming Gilbert.
Blaming Gilbert. All right.
Hey, you heard him, Gilbert. You gotta take your own actions.
No, man. I think that. I think that Buffalo just rolls, and as they should. I mean, I don't see this. Like Ace said, I think that it'll get out of control, and it'll take the running game away. And I got Buffalo in a blowout. But you just never know, though. You know what I mean? Like going back to what Dennis said. Like I don't know.
I hate to predict injuries. I really do. But I think this will be Carson Wentz's last game. I think Wentz gets hurt this game and will be out for the season. You heard it here first on the Buck Flair show. I don't like to predict this, but it's about that time. And the Bills will
looking at my Gucci.
34-24. So if Carson Wentz does go down, you heard it here first. And he's out. And the Colts get to keep their number one draft pick. Because that little percentage will continue to come down from the 98.5% play. It'll continue to dwindle down without Wentz. I just got a bad feeling about this game because Buffalo, as we all know, has the number one defense. When it comes to holding on to the ball too long before you make a decision, Carson Wentz very bad about doing those kind of things. So I think the Bills defense could have. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bills have possibly 7 sacks this ball game. So you can hand the ball off to Taylor all you want to, but if Josh Allen and Diggs start to connect again like they did last week, it's a long game for the Colts. So they're gonna have to come with it. So we'll see what happens. But I think Buffalo wins the game by 10, 34-24. Shout out to Philadelphia Eagles, who are just loving this 3 first-round draft picks in the first round. So anyway, going on to game number 3. And I have this game. I mean, this is a battle. This is the NFC North division rivalry game. Number 1 seed in the NFC, the Green Bay Packers playing the Minnesota Vikings in the big skull dome. Like the damn Planet of the Apes go off when they hear that damn skull fucking noise and shit. So I'll start out with Deadeye, since he probably got some stats already. Deadeye, Minnesota, and Green Bay. What do you see here?
Deadeye.
Eric, you're on mute.
Eric's on mute.
Well, we don't know if he's talking or not, though, because his camera's off, and he's probably watching a video when George Kittle slammed Von Miller to the ground. That's why he's got a little distracted.
Honestly, I do not see Minnesota winning this game.
Okay.
I do not. I think Green Bay is going to continuously – I think they're going to improve upon what they're doing, and they're going to beat the crap out of Minnesota 38-17.
38-17.
I know it's a division game, but
I don't see them Minnesota going into Lambeau and beating them. Nope.
They're not in Lambeau. They're in Minnesota.
They're in Minnesota.
Oh, then yeah, fine. In Minnesota, Green Bay 38-17.
Green Bay's only favored by 2.5.
Yeah, well, that's about to change.
Okay. All right, Ethan.
I would laugh my butt off if Minnesota won, but honestly, I have Green Bay winning. I'll go 23-17.
That's the difference.
23-17. Okay. All right, Jay Will.
What was the last prediction?
We had 23-17 Green Bay. We had 38-17 Green Bay.
Oh man, Aaron Rodgers definitely has to bounce back, but they're playing in Minnesota, and it seems like Kirk Cousins always gets in that ass in Minnesota. It's divisional. What's the spread? Green Bay minus 2.5. I'm gonna take an upset, man. I'm gonna say Minnesota 24-20.
24-20 Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Go, D-Man.
I like it.
Before I go to score predictions, I need to make an announcement. First of all, I would like to apologize for the cat means the screaming lady. I had a chat with Gilbert, and hopefully he'll do better from now on. So I do want to apologize. But I am going to
Why does your cat look so angry right now?
All right.
But
I am going to take the Packers 27-21.
It doesn't surprise me since you're wearing a yellow shirt tonight. All right. All right, Dennis.
Well, I'm going to take Green Bay. I should be asking you who are you taking first, because this game has more entertainment purposes only for you than it does for me. Let me just get that out the way.
That wasn't very entertaining.
Well, before I get the wheel, I am taking, of course, the Minnesota Vikings to pull the upset.
Shit.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
I'm taking.
You got that butter love, baby.
I'm taking that. I'm taking,
you got the love that I want.
I'm
you
taking
got
that.
the love that I need.
The love that I need.
I would say the Vikings would win by 2, but obviously that's just for me, entertainment purposes only. I will say the Vikings are actually going to win this game 40-35, my highest scoring game of the week. And this is why 40-35, my highest scoring game of the week. You're going to see a shootout in Minnesota. You're going to see a shootout in Minnesota.
Rising, picking Minnesota, think I'm crazy.
All right, Will.
Yeah, I was going with the upset special too. I got Minnesota, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because as much as we love Green Bay's defense, I don't think they're ready to contain Minnesota. There's just too many weapons on Minnesota. They're playing in Minnesota. Kirk Cousins has been rolling. He's not getting the props he deserves. Granted, the record doesn't show how good he's been playing, but he's been playing pretty good. He needs to get a little more credit.
That's the Philadelphia Eagle mistake of the draft. I really didn't think it'd be that way, but they should have took Justin Jefferson.
It's like Justin Jefferson.
Dennis Holmes, he knows this.
He could not be contained.
Yeah, they took Jalen Reagor.
Right, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that was a bad pick.
Bad blunder there.
He contained last week, and I, props to Aaron Rodgers, great quarterback. He just can't do it all. And now they're missing, Aaron Jones is out, so they got to run with Dylan.
I got 3 Minnesotas in the comments. Minnesota over Green Bay, 31-28. Minnesota upset special. Minnesota 24-21 over Green Bay. So somebody's been watching the Buck Flair show.
Hey,
I got
did
Hold on, my score is 38-31, by the way. All right, that was my score.
38-31. There you go. Another high scoring game.
Hey, Dennis, did you? I don't think I heard you give the Chocolate Girls score.
Yeah, I didn't hear that either.
Dennis.
See that box of Cheerios.
Wake up, sleepyhead.
My bad. I was acting
Chocolate Girl. Chocolate Girl. What'd you have for Chocolate Girl with the Bills and the Colts and the
Chocolate Girl, Bills and Colts. She took the Bills 31-17.
Uh-huh.
No, 31-27. I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
What's the other game? Name another game.
Minnesota Green Bay.
Minnesota and Green Bay. She took Green Bay 21-20. Damn, that's close as shit.
Yeah, she was tight on that one.
Tight like a virgin. For entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment, baby. Entertainment. It's only entertainment.
It's only entertainment.
Hey, you know what? You know how they get that score? Because Minnesota misses a field goal at the end of the game.
Oh shit! You know what? Ooh. But that's that butter love, baby.
That kicker is phenomenal. Trust me, he's phenomenal. I love
All right, we go to the number 2 game of the week. It is actually on Sunday Night Football. It is the Chargers hosting the Refsburg Steelers. The Refsburg Steelers.
Yeah.
Chargers.
Why are the Chargers on prime time on Sunday night?
I'm looking forward to this.
You mean the night?
Hey, let me go first.
Okay,
I'm looking forward to this.
This is Sharon.
The Chocolate Girl has the Pittsburgh Steelers winning 24-21.
24-21.
Nah.
I actually have this being a dog fight. I got this one being a dog fight. I think Najee Harris goes off in this game because the Chargers can't stop the run. So in this dog fight,
make sure you don't mention the tie. Yeah.
Well, in this dog fight, I got the Steelers. The Steelers winning 23-20.
23-20. Steelers 2. All right, Will.
Yeah, I knew he was coming to me. I knew it. As I was looking at my score down, I said, he's probably going to come to me.
Shit.
You know what, man? Yeah, they're going to call me a hater, but I don't give a shit. All right? Y'all barely beat Chicago, and y'all couldn't beat Detroit. The Chargers are a lot better than both of those teams. I just want to throw that out there. And it's not.
Miss Sharon coming for you. Miss Sharon will come for you.
She is, I know, but what I am going to say is Pittsburgh does have a defense, but I know there's some injuries over there currently. All right, so not too sure if T.J. Watt is even playing yet. It hasn't been announced. I'm not sure. I am going to go here with the Chargers, and I'm going to go 30-20. I think the Chargers just have a little more. They have a little more on offense, and the more the defense stays out there to try to stop the Chargers offense, the more that Pittsburgh defense is going to get tired. Whether it's Mason Rudolph or Big Ben, I don't think they could sustain enough.
I don't know if Big Ben's playing, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, if it's Mason Rudolph, it's going to be.
I think he's still out with COVID protocol. So
right now, they said right now they're planning the game plan around Mason Rudolph
because Big Ben isn't vaccinated. Now, if he was vaccinated, he'd be able to be back playing. See that?
Right.
Apparently, he actually has an opportunity to play in Week 11.
He can if he ends up. If he's test negative and all that stuff by Saturday, he can play.
He hasn't thrown
He tested last Saturday, which is 7 days. So I mean, we'll see what
Coach Mike Tomlin says he'll need to provide 2 negative tests across at least 24 hours.
What about Minka Fitzpatrick?
I'm not. Yeah. What about him?
Yeah, he's out too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he has COVID too.
Yeah.
There's also two guys
out too.
There's also 2 Chargers that have COVID as well.
Joey Bosa has Joey Bosa has COVID.
Yeah, Bosa.
And
Mika is gonna miss. It could miss this game. Yes.
Jerry Tilley and Joey Bosa, they're both on COVID list.
Eric, what's the spread?
The spread for this game. Let's see.
Got 4 COVIDs.
Oh, I got it.
Chase Claypool playing?
Before you go to bed, you want to take care of that.
Yeah.
It appears as if it's a 4.5-point spread.
It went up. It's 5.5, but
Oh no, it's 5.5.
yeah.
Oh wow! First they have 4.5. Now that's 5.5. Ugh.
All right, Eric, this is your favorite team out in
The
LA.
hell it is! Oh, the hell it is! Oh, hell to the no! Fuck the Chargers. I mean, I understand where Pittsburgh, after that abysmal tie to the Detroit Cowardly Lions, which I don't understand for the life of me how that fucking happened. I still, if Ben Roethlisberger is playing, I'm taking Pittsburgh in this one. I think it'll be close. I mean, history has told us that Pittsburgh owns the Chargers 24-10 in their 34 matchups. I got Pittsburgh 31-20 in this one.
31
Hey, Eric,
now,
you know how they oh, go ahead.
If Big Ben does not play, are you saying you're taking the Chargers?
No.
No.
That's what it sounded like.
The Chargers can't charge my phone. I'm not taking them.
Wow.
They can't charge the phone. What the?
I stand by what I said.
You see the lightning bolt on the side of it? No, I'm just kidding.
I see Sharon showed up in the comments. We mentioned Pittsburgh. Sharon showed up in the comments. Hey, so you got it riled up now. Yeah. All right, Ethan.
First off, you said you don't know how they tie with the Lions. Well, it's pretty simple. They scored the same amount of points as they did.
Duh. But I mean, overall.
Wow, way to explain that one. Wow, thanks for breaking that all down. Literally, that just summarized every bit of what I said. Thanks, pal.
Anyway,
You're a dick for that. Really? You're all jerks.
Anyway, I'm gonna take the Chargers. We don't know what's going on with. We know that Pittsburgh without Ben Roethlisberger is a mess, as we saw last week. The Chargers. I'm gonna take the 27-17. Ron Thomas. Why not?
27-17. Jay Will.
But guys, the Chargers, the Superchargers, that is, they have something to prove, man. They've been kind of having a couple of bad weeks, and I look forward to seeing Justin Herbert and Eckler and Keenan Allen and even Jared Cook. They're gonna turn this shit around, and they might blow these Steelers out, man, because the offense is high powered. And I just got a funny feeling this might be a blowout, especially if Big Ben doesn't play. They got to get back to that high-powered offense, and I can see it. I see that happening this weekend on prime time, Sunday night.
Chargers whooping some ass. All right, D-Man.
Well, while Ace was asking a question a while ago about Chase Claypool, he returned to practice, so could play. But first of all, damn, Eric, all that cussing, man, I'll be damned. If Big Ben was playing, I would have picked the Steelers. Like, we don't know if he's playing or not, though. And Sharon, I am not hating on the Steelers. Just give you a heads up, though. But I am going to take the Chargers 23-13.
Chargers 23-13.
And to be honest with you, if Big Ben would have been playing, I would have picked the Steelers, though, but I'm not sure. It's like.
So do you want me to, if Big Ben plays, you want me to put down the Steelers?
Yes.
Okay. I kind of a little hesitant right there, but okay. Ethan was kind of close on with what I had. I actually have the Chargers winning 27-20. I think the first half will be just we're gonna be able to tell which Pittsburgh team is by the first half because that Detroit game, boy, I tell you that overtime period, they just need to burn that. don't never save that overtime period. Whatever happened in that overtime, from the guy that was kicking a 55-yard field goal, smoking a cigarette, looked like he got off the produce truck, to the tight end who fumbled the ball away and looked like he was getting ready to get up and celebrate with no time, with no timeouts, and stayed in bounds like an idiot too as well. Big Penn State boy, Pat Fremuth. So anyway, but before we get to the number one game of the week,
am I the only one that picked Pittsburgh, or did someone else pick Pittsburgh?
Sharon picked Pittsburgh. Dennis picked Pittsburgh. You don't need.
Okay, so I'm not the only guy.
I would have picked Pittsburgh if Big Dan was playing. And there's a problem though. Like sometimes, we'll find out at the last minute they're gonna play or not play. Sometimes we'll find out at the last minute. You just never know what's gonna happen. That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's true.
Just want to throw this out there real quick for you fellas. If you got HBO Max, the new season of Hard Knocks is now up. They got the first episode on here. It's about the Colts.
Oh, that's what's up.
So before we get to the number one game of the week, and it'll be a shirt giveaway in the sports cruise, the number one game of the week will be that. So I need everybody to score for that one. But we're going to go to Monday Night Football. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Kryptonite Giants, as I like to say. When Tom Brady faces the Giants, he always has something in the back of his ass for some reason. So Dennis Holmes.
Never mind.
Dennis Holmes. You got that right? Cracking his ass. All right, Dennis. Giants and the Bucks.
You know what, Buck?
Is this really the game of the week, or is this just
no?
No.
This is Monday night game.
There's only one game left after this.
One game after that. All right, Dennis.
I just want to know,
I don't know who to pick.
why is it that the Giants play y'all so tough?
No, they just play.
I think it boils back down to the days of Rondé
No,
Barber.
they just Brady because when James was there.
Rondé Barber and Tiki Barber, them guys, they got into a rivalry with each other, and the Giants and Bucks always played each other tough.
Right.
And now you got JPP over there, and Daniel Jones' first win as a professional quarterback came against Tampa Bay.
Against Jameis Winston.
Listen, yeah.
Danny Dimes?
Yeah.
That was his first win against Tampa?
Yep. First starter and everything. They won the game. The only reason why they won the ball game was because Tampa Bay was going to kick a 27-yard field goal, but they had a penalty, and they did it on purpose so they could give the kicker a little bit better chance to make it, because he kicked better from long range than short range.
Okay.
And he missed the motherfucker. Matt Gay from the Rams. So shout out to Matt Gay as a Ram kicker now. I see why Eric likes the Rams. All right.
Hey,
is that why?
For entertainment purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only.
Is that why?
You know what? I don't want the Giants to win.
You don't?
So I'm taking Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the score gonna be?
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be nothing crazy. I'm going with 20. 28 to 27.
Ooh.
Tampa Bay.
How about Sharon? What's Sharon got?
Sharon has 28 to 10. Tampa Bay.
28 to 10, Tampa Bay.
You know, this is a crazy ass day. Ada Cruz came on this motherfucker today.
All right, Ethan.
Hopefully she come back.
I will take Tampa Bay 31-27.
Ooh, 31-27. I like that one. All right, Deadeye.
This is tricky because, overall series-wise, the Giants lead 16-8 head-to-head in their 24 matchups. And the Giants have actually won 2 out of the last 3 games playing against Tampa Bay. I just don't think that New York is going to be able to contend with Tampa in their home arena. I really don't. Brady's just, the last 2 weeks, and it's not been good for him, but I think they're going to change this week. I think Tampa wins 41-24.
Woo. All right, Jay Will.
So, like my guy just said, it's been a rough 2 weeks for Tommy. If he has a third rough week, can we say that maybe father time is kicking in like it did for Peyton? Because you just don't see Tom. He ain't gonna struggle too much, but if he struggles this week, we may have to start raising an eyebrow. But I got Tommy. I got Tommy winning by at least 2 touchdowns. But if he has a bad game, I'm gonna have to say, I got him 35-21.
Okay, D-Man.
All right. First of all, I didn't hear Dennis saying, but last year it was on Monday Night Football. Daniel Jones, he didn't get 2-point conversion with the Buccaneers, and I don't know when's the last time Tom Brady lost 3 games low. If they did lose to the Giants, that's the question though. But Tom Brady, he's gonna be back pissed off. So I am gonna take the Buccaneers 34-20.
34-20 Bucks. All right, Will. Last one.
Well, I brought something up earlier to you, and I said, if Tampa was to start losing some more games, other teams in that division could kind of catch up. But I don't see this being the one. Not yet. Tampa's got some other harder ones coming down the line, but this is not going to be fun. Tommy doesn't lose 3 in a row. He doesn't like the Giants. They've been his kryptonite in the Super Bowl. He's going to come out and smash them. He just had, he was just sitting in a press conference and he was a little salty, and I felt like he should be more on front page for that. But with that type of attitude, that's Tom Brady playing mad. So he's going to come out and he's going to make sure the Giants feel it. Granted, the Giants do have a lot of their players coming back. I believe Saquon Barkley is questionable. Shepard, Tony, and Galladay, I believe, are all pretty much healthy for the most part. So, but I don't like the Giants. I don't like the organization. I don't trust Joe Judge. Tampa Bay is going to roll, man. And they got enough firepower to do it. They brought back Rashad Perriman, got Godwin, Evans. I mean, they just got ball players that are on the team that can get it done. I like them 34-17. Tommy's losing 3 in a row, and it's especially not going to be to the Giants he hates.
It seems like everybody's on the consensus here. And, of course, Buck Flair, I predict that Brady will spend at least over 5 minutes in the press conference after this ball game. And I think he will talk about his 4 touchdown passes in this ball game, too, as well. I got the Bucks winning 38-19. 38-19 on Monday Night Football. And I would not be surprised that the Bucks defense really, really does 10 times better than what they did on Sunday. Because the Rams and the Bucks defense, I'll give you an example. The Rams let Jimmy G 18-play drive. I swear to God, in that first quarter, it looked like it was probably a 12 to 13 minute possession on that drive when they scored that touchdown against the Rams after the pick 6 to Jimmy Ward too as well. So,
don't remind me.
Washington had the ball 19 plays, 9 minutes, the final 9 minutes of that ball game. The Bucks did not see that ball until 27 seconds left to go in the game, and that was just got to be murder for Brady sitting over there. I think that's why he was a little ticked off, because he never once got a chance, because each time it came down to 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1, the Deadskins were able to pick up the first down.
And they converted.
So, of course, number 1 game.
Oh, by the way, Buck Flair, before you go next one, the last time I checked, if the Giants do beat the Buccaneers, that'll be the first time Tom Brady lost 3 games in a row since 2002.
Wow.
Damn.
2002.
Jeez. Some of you guys were still swimming in your father's sack in 2002.
Yo, I will.
Not even close.
Well, I was 12 years old.
16, going on 20.
I was 8 years old.
I was going to the Super Bowl, baby.
There you go. I know Buck Flair was of age.
Wait, did you actually go to that Super Bowl between Tampa and the Raiders?
No, you know why?
Why?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Please do.
2003. It was $3,500 for one ticket.
Damn.
At that time, that was
And
a
this
lot.
is when I don't know if you guys remember this. This is when where the stadium set there, where the stadium was at. The whole terrorist thing was going on. You had to be escorted into the stadium. You couldn't actually drive your vehicle to the stadium or something like that. I was told that you had to stay off the site and then pass all these fucking things to get into the fucking stadium or whatever. And with all the drama going on, and I had just I had spent like about 10 grand because I was opening up a new restaurant, and so I was just like, do I go and lose $3,500 and see the Bucks play the Raiders, who I had a good feeling about the game anyway. I thought we were actually gonna kill the Raiders. The game that scared me the worst was Dennis's team over there. Had to leave Philadelphia. I was alive when I left Philadelphia. We closed down the bet, but I really thought that was a game where we wasn't going to do it, and we ended up doing it. And then once we beat the Eagles, I thought we're gonna go all the way. We're gonna win that whole damn thing, because John Gruden knew the Raiders inside and out, and Bucks defense was just dominating. I mean, still the Super Bowl performance. They can talk about all the great teams, but that Super Bowl performance they did, all the touchdown returns, and all the help get John Lynch in the Hall of Fame this year. Derek Brooks is there. Warren Sapp's there. Rondé Barber's going to be there next year. I already predicted that one. He'll be there next year. So, but anyway, number one game of the week. We are talking about the Dallas Cowboys against the Kansas City Chiefs. Number one game of the week. And I'm going to start out with Deadeye, because he's probably been writing down last time they met, last time they saw each other, and I don't know if Dak Prescott has ever played against Kansas City yet.
You
Or
are
is it,
not wrong.
Eric
I
heads
actually
up?
do have the history of these two teams.
Go ahead.
These two teams have actually only met up 11 times. The last one being November 5th, 2017, with Dallas winning that one 28-17 as we speak. These two teams, I'm telling you right now, after what Kansas City just did to the Raiders, is the kind of offense I've been needing to see all freaking year. They said before the game Travis Kelce needed to have a big game. What did he do? Came out with 8 catches, 119 yards. This was the kind of game I wanted to see played. And now playing against a Dallas team that just whooped the stuffing out of the Falcons, this is not going to be an easy contest for Kansas City. Granted, they are playing at home, but there's no excuse for coming out and having no momentum in this particular game. You give Dallas any kind of edge, they're going to take advantage. I think Kansas City wins at home. I think it's going to be a high-scoring matchup. I think Kansas City wins 41-30.
41-30, Eric. I wouldn't be more happier to see you in a Sports Crew shirt. I hope you come close to that score. D-Man.
Thank you.
D-Man.
Oh, I'm here. I was just watching a video about this whole Tyreek Hill against the touchdown on the Cowboys, which I thought was a Hail Mary, but he did a juke on the Cowboys. But before I do score prediction, can I try to buy the Simpsons, because they predict everything? But I think it's going to be an offense power game, so I am going to take the Chiefs 35-30.
35-30. 35-30.
So, Eric Mahomes, You think Mahomes gonna do good again this Sunday?
After throwing up 406 yards in that game, I think he has another 300 to 400 yard game.
All right, Patrick, man's up.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
All right, Ethan.
Wow. This is definitely the number one game for sure. This is gonna be a good game. I will take.
Ethan sound like he been drinking E&J.
No, I'm about ready to go to bed because I got to get up in about 6 hours.
He's been drinking too much milk.
Still a milk shortage, y'all.
There's a Christmas tree shortage too, apparently. Did you hear about that?
What?
What they got?
They ain't got no Christmas trees? These motherfuckers is crazy.
And you better get them now because they ain't gonna be around. Yeah.
I don't need no Christmas tree anyway.
I'll be getting them fake ones, no real ones. Oh yeah, give me a score.
That's what it's all about.
Ain't no score shortage. You go ahead and give your prediction.
I'm waiting for y'all to get done talking so I can keep going here. I'm gonna take Dallas. I don't know. This is two really good teams going at it here. I'm gonna take Dallas 34-31.
34-31.
Very impressive, Ethan.
Okay. UFC Lopez, put your score in the comments. I see your comment. Adam, you're still there. Put him in the comment for a Sports Cruise shirt giveaway. Jay Will, what you got here?
Look, man, here we go again. These indoor teams. It's gonna be cold as shit in Kansas City, Missouri on Sunday. So I got this being not a high scoring game, but I got Kansas City winning 24-13.
What?
It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold in Kansas City. It's gonna be, they're saying 36 to 42 degrees. Them little dome teams ain't go. I'm telling you, they don't fare out. It's gonna be hard to hold on to the ball in that cold weather. We'll see though.
All right, Will.
Here we go. I'm going with Dallas, and I'll give you my explanation. I mean, Dallas isn't the Raiders, all right? Let's get that out the way. This ain't the Raiders. Dak Prescott is not Derek Carr, all right? You don't got to worry about none of that.
They wear the same number.
Yeah, well, there's definitely a big difference, though. They can have the same number, but there's a different drive, all right? Listen, man, Kansas City still doesn't have a defense. Did we forget that their defense is horrible? Or we seen them beat up on the Raiders, so everybody's like their defense is great? Because I don't believe that. I got the score being 42-28. Dallas does have a defense, and they are going to pick off Mahomes. And I do see Diggs getting one or two on Mahomes because Mahomes been throwing a lot of interceptions. He got lucky in that last game a few days back.
What's the score? What score you got again?
42-28. There should have been a couple more.
42-28.
Yeah, Dallas they're gonna run the ball, they're gonna pass the ball, the defense is gonna come out, they're gonna slow Mahomes down. It's not gonna be what everybody thinks it's gonna be. Mahomes.
They gotta hold on to that ball.
Does Trey Diggs have?
I would trust Diggs. I would trust Pollard, and with all them offensive weapons, their offense is more high powered. And Diggs is going to get one or two. He might get two.
That's what I was about to ask you if he's going to get one. If you think he's going to get one or two.
And I wrote it right next to my score. I put Diggs with one or two. He might get two. I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, Dennis.
Me and the Chocolate Girl both took the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. 34-31 Dallas Cowboys.
Is that what Sharon's got? Sharon's got that?
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I would have took Kansas City. To me, this is gonna be a 3-point game. I don't know who it goes to. I'm just taking Dallas, but I would have took Kansas City.
Michael Parsons gonna chase this boy around the whole field.
Well, Dennis, you better go with them. You better go with them Chiefs.
You think I should go with the Chiefs?
Go with Dallas.
I would go with the Chiefs only because their defense in the
I
last
want Dallas to lose.
They've only given up 21 points over the last 8 quarters.
Dallas lose
I
another
can
game.
see
That mean they lost.
game,
That mean they
though.
lost 4 games, right?
3.
If Dallas lose another game, they lost 4 games, then, right?
No, they lost 2.
Oh, they only lost 2. I said if they lose another, it'll be 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely want them to lose. You know what? Fuck, I'm going with Kansas City.
You doing this?
Sorry about that, Buck. I'm going with Kansas City.
All right.
I want them to lose. I want everybody in my division to lose. Fuck that.
What's the score going to be?
Same score, 34-31. Kansas City.
34-31. Sharon had 34-31 too.
Yep.
She took Cowboys.
She took the Cowboys.
Okay. All right. When I talked to my sons about this game, you know what they asked? They told me.
What was that?
They said, "Dad, we gonna see Diggs, and we gonna see Tyreek Hill, and can this son of a bitch keep up with Tyreek Hill?" My sons say, "Hell no, Diggs cannot keep up with Tyreek Hill."
No.
And I just think you're right. And I think this game is going to remind me of the Colts and the Jets game. Remember how the Colts jumped up big on the Jets?
Yeah.
And the Jets kept on battling back and scoring some points? I think it's going to be the same way. 44-35. I'm taking Kansas City to win the ball game. And I do not know why Will went with the fucking Cowboys.
Well, you know he's a Cowboy lover.
He's a homer. He's a homer.
And Will. I know. I'm giving him shit because I've seen his background. I seen his Emmitt Smith dildo in the damn.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
for entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, he got 22.
He got a dildo on there.
22-inch dildo with Emmitt Smith on it.
Wait a minute.
That would explain his.
I don't
Hey,
know.
that would truly explain Buck's nuts of the week.
I don't know what he's talking about, folks.
Well,
Right
now it
there.
all makes
In that
sense.
top drawer.
22-inch
Move
dildo. I ain't never
your
heard
head.
of shit like that.
Move your head back, Will.
No, it all
Move your
makes
head back.
sense.
There you go. That top drawer right up there in that right-hand corner up there. You got a 22-inch Emmitt Smith dildo.
Now it
right
all
up
makes
there.
sense. It all makes sense.
Buck,
now.
how do you know this?
Yeah, I don't know.
He did a show one time. How to switch teams when you're a switch hitter. And,
Was it a private? Was it a private show?
Hey, yo.
Hey,
Hey, yo.
Buck Flair.
Only.
Hey, Buck Flair. Hey,
Whoa.
Buck Flair. Hey, the LGHTD TV community is about to cancel your ass.
For entertainment purposes only, Buck.
Damn, Buck, you really are full in detail with that one.
He said, how to
Oh,
switch
my.
teams.
yes.
You're switching. Oh, shit.
Cowboys, goddamn.
Now that's one way to step up to the plate.
What number did Emmitt Smith wear?
22.
Huh?
22.
I'm glad that'll stick in your mind forever now. When you think about 22, you think about Will's 22-inch dildo with his fucking.
Oh, I fucking love it.
That's an early happy Thanksgiving right there.
That's right. So anyway, I think it's gonna be a fun week. I think the last 2 weeks have been like murder row. Everybody's been like losing a lot of games. I think I had one person get 10 games this past week, and then the previous week it was like maybe 8. The previous week, Czar, I think Czar has actually went back ahead in the
Yeah, he got
leaderboard.
99.
He went back ahead a little bit, so
Yeah, you know he talking
hopefully
shit.
he'll be on a case talking about I can still kick your ass with COVID. Yeah,
What's the spread on that game, though, real quick? I just am curious to that spread.
22. Chiefs by 22.
This
Chiefs
bitch. This bitch.
What's the spread on that?
I can tell you right now what the spread is.
Oh, by the
Chiefs
way,
win.
shout out to Eric Menzuk. He was
It's
brave enough
Chiefs,
to
man.
come on Zoom after his team lost, but he didn't dodge the Zoom like he always
Hey.
before. So congratulations to Eric Menzuk.
Hey, wait a
Great copy,
minute.
buddy.
I 2.5 Kansas City, but I gave my word to Dennis and to Buck that if the Rams were to lose any games, I would still come on here and not dodge anything that was said about them. I owned up to it and I showed up.
I'm just gonna let
I
you
am
know.
so
You-
proud
you
of
did
you,
miss
Eric
1 week.
Mahone.
I missed 1 week. Wow, because of the Arizona game, but I had family stuff going on. Whoopee.
Okay, I understand.
Panhandling on Facebook.
I'm gonna tell you like they tell me at the job. I need a note.
And he,
You know what? You stupid. You know what? You need a what is it? What did I go to the doctor or something? What are we back at
I
school
don't
now?
know, but I needed that, or it's called an unexcused absence,
My room.
and it will come down to a write-up.
Yeah, you got,
Oh, man.
you got it.
We're not in school anymore, Dennis. What the fuck is this shit?
Listen, 3 write-ups
Hey,
and your ass
Dennis.
is suspended.
Hey, Dennis, give him a fucking demerit.
And give them fucking demerit. Exactly.
Oh, the hell with this.
You ain't getting no fucking PTO days over here, motherfucker.
Hey, Eric, I'm surprised you
I don't even have
see
time
my,
off over
tagline,
here,
by
bro.
the way.
What's up?
I'm surprised you didn't see my tagline.
I do not miss Jared Goff whatsoever.
I don't know why. You got the same quarterback. Ain't no
Are you
different.
sure after the way Matt Stafford's playing?
Yeah, you ain't got. It ain't no different.
Got the same record you had with him last year. I mean,
I'm trying to. Hey, Eric, just answer this question for me. Who did y'all beat that's in playoff contention?
yeah, y'all lost. That.
Who did we beat to get in playoff contention?
No. Who did you beat this year? Name the teams you beat this year.
Tampa Bay,
Okay.
Seattle, Chicago, New York, Detroit, Houston.
Oh, I thought this name in the playoffs team, not no like a crappy garbage team.
Lost to Arizona, San Fran, and the Titans.
But
Okay,
don't
y'all
I
forget,
would
beat Tampa
still
Bay,
take
though.
Matthew Stafford
They beat
over
Tam- they
Jared
beat-
Goff.
yeah, they beat Tampa Bay. That's a pretty good win.
That's a pretty good one. You beat Tampa Bay and you beat what was the other one?
We beat the living
Seattle.
hell out of Tampa
Seattle.
Bay.
Seattle.
I don't know about the Seattle thing. I don't know
No,
about
Seahawks they're not in the playoff
Cut
contender.
it out, Russell. Come on, cut it out.
Hey,
that. That's why I
Eric,
said I don't know
No,
about the Seattle.
wait a minute.
Eric,
Russell Wilson was in that game until Aaron Donald injured his finger.
So he played partial of the game? Come on, dog.
Yeah, y'all
Eric,
beat.
what,
Okay, so I beat Tampa Bay.
the wide
Who else you
receiver,
played? Who else you played?
the wide receiver that went out for the Rams. What was his Was it-
Robert
Woods.
Woods has a torn ACL.
what number does he wear?
2.
2.
Yeah.
And
And I
what is-
figured Eric's favorite
What,
player
what
is
number
Odell
is
Beckham because
what
he wears
number is
number
OBJ
3.
now?
What number is OBJ 3?
Yeah, that's Eric's favorite player now because Eric's favorite number is 3. Beckham is worth 3, so that makes sense.
I just knew after I made that comment about Tampa Bay that Buck Flair was going to have to say something in response.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait.
I was playing with that too, and I asked you what OBJ's number was. He said 3. It's like, okay, all right.
You know what's sad about the Rams right now? Guess who we play after the bye week? Green Bay. No, we have Green Bay in Green Bay.
7-4.
Oh, it's gonna be cold as shit.
7-4.
Mm-hmm.
7-4.
You're
Oh,
already
yeah.
predicting they're losing?
I ain't say that.
I did.
No, Will is. Keep
I
in
got a
mind,
question
the
for y'all.
last time
Is,
these two teams played, they didn't have Aaron Donald fully healthy. Thank you very much.
Stafford.
Is the Colts a playoff team because they did beat the Colts? Are they a playoff
Yes.
team?
And see,
Stafford-
and that's why I
Stafford
like
owns
this
Green Bay.
particular game, though. Stafford knows Green Bay because he used to play him twice a year. So
Yep.
he knows this team.
All
So
right.
he's going to be more than prepared.
Okay. Well, let me know when y'all ready to end the show now.
Let's end the show and
Yeah.
lead us home, Dennis. Lead us home. Appreciate everybody coming on tonight, and good luck to your teams. And
Oh,
reminder, next Wednesday is Malt
Get
Liquor.
that 5X ready.
And
Hopefully I'll be on next Wednesday, but if I can,
if you can't, then make sure you don't wear that yellow shirt again, whatever you do.
All right. Yeah. Make sure y'all get your
Yeah.
malt liquor ready.
Yeah.
Next Wednesday, get your malt liquor ready.
Let's
Okay.
go,
Matter
guys.
of fact, had your pictures up earlier that day. Say I'm ready for malt liquor
Oh.
Wednesday. Buck Flair show.
And you gotta wear
Right.
a jersey. You gotta pull up with your jerseys, boys.
I got some team apparel. I ain't got no
If
jersey.
the Lions do lose this week, they have
Which
the
they
first
will.
game on Thanksgiving Day, and I think they're playing the Bears, if I'm not mistaken.
That's enough. Oh, can we do? Why is that game even being
hey, at
brought
least they're
back?
not going to go 0-17 this year, though.
No, they ain't going
There's a
17.
possibility they just might.
They might go
They
0-15
gonna beat
and 1.
all
Is that who
I'm
it is,
gonna
Will?
say is what
Will,
up
is that who
though?
it is? Will?
Huh?
Is that who it is on Thanksgiving Day? The
Yeah.
Bears and Lions?
Yep.
We got 3 games on Thanksgiving.
And Cowboys, I know the Cowboys play the Raiders. I know the Raiders and
Correct.
Cowboys play.
And then Buffalo and New Orleans.
Buffalo gonna spank
And
them.
I really hope I'll come on Zoom because that's what I've been looking for, the Saints and the Bills. You know, I don't trust the quarterback so, but I really hope I get to come Zoom next Wednesday.
That game's in New Orleans, right?
Yeah, it's in New Orleans.
Yeah. So
You know what? I may have I may have spoke too soon about the Rams. I just looked at the schedule for the rest of the year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Christmas weekend and the following week, they're at Minnesota and at Baltimore.
Ooh.
God bless you.
Oh,
Hey,
you
when it
know
gets
what?
to
I didn't
Dino,
see that one coming.
This is serious for Mike Zimmer because we got to see if Vikings on the playoffs because I think it's going to be Mike Zimmer's final year if they miss the playoffs.
I don't see the Rams losing to Minnesota. I do see the game at Baltimore being close, though.
After what I just seen Jimmy G do, anything's possible.
Anything
Well,
is
here's funny
possible.
because the last game the Rams have of the season is against San Francisco at home.
Ooh.
Oh my God, that's gonna be seeding right there. That's gonna be seeding.
Well, you're not wrong because they also have Arizona in Arizona on December 13th, and they better win that game.
All
I
right,
need the
ladies and
Rams to beat
gentlemen,
Cardinals.
God bless.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.